Oh, Tommy John. Yeah. Okay.
Should be good. Yep.
We're good?
Yep.
We're on YouTube?
On YouTube.
All right. Good morning. I'm here. My name is Kirk Minahan. This is Kirk Minahan Show. Barstool Sports presents. Justin Trudell is here. Mike Geary, blindmike.net is here.
Oh.
And a man fighting male pattern baldness. Maybe he's a Locks for Love guy and he's just didn't take credit for it. Who knows? I don't know.
It's a serious
why.
issue.
Why don't you? It's a very serious issue.
Men suffer from it every day.
They do. And we don't shame Dave Cullinane as his hair continues to exit.
Right.
David Allen Cullinane. No? Paul? It's a very boring
John.
one. John, David, I'm sorry. DJ Cullinane. So anyway, one of my favorite shows of all time was The West Wing until it got bad. And there was an episode where Martin Sheen, who plays President Josiah Bartlett, wants to cure cancer. And one of the State of the Union speeches wants to put it in. I'm paraphrasing, but he says at one point, a president said we're going to put a man on the moon by the end of the decade. You know what president that was, Dave, or no?
Man on the moon by the end of the decade. No.
Take a guess.
No, Reagan is way too late.
That feels a little late.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
he could have said
they did do that.
He suffered from Alzheimer's.
They did, and they did put a man, I believe it.
Eisenhower.
No. The president who followed Eisenhower.
I forget.
Well, just take a guess. Take a shot in the dark.
He had a bit of a headache at the end.
I don't know. I'm not a world history guy.
Just take a guess.
World history.
U.S. history. I mean.
Yeah, take a guess.
I don't know who's after.
His vice president lost to this man in the election.
His last word was ouch.
His last word was ouch? I don't know.
Take a guess. Just guess a president.
These are some big hints here.
I don't even know what year we're in.
Just
Carter.
take
no.
Carter's a good guess. It's close. You guys shut up. Just let him guess.
Carter. These spots are where I blank,
Just
and I
pick
can't
a-
name.
if-
These are where I blank, and I can't name
If you
names.
had to pick a president right there, who would
I
it
just
be?
would have done Carter.
Okay, so Carter. You're guessing Carter. Okay. Carter is after Neil Armstrong.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know who Neil Armstrong
Yes.
is? You know what he did?
He's a spaceman. He's a
spaceman. Yes, he is.
He's an astronaut.
Buzz Lightyear.
That president's name was John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
JFK.
Yeah. He lost. He beat then Vice President, future President Nixon.
Yes.
Do you know that or no?
I do. Yes.
I enjoyed Dave's way of showing us. I know JFK.
JFK.
My buddy.
Right. Yes. So he did this. They didn't know anything. He said, we're going to do this, and we did it. So I'm going to move away from the fact that Dave thinks that Jimmy Carter's the guy who said that. I'm not going to get. I can't get caught up in that stuff today because I have real work to do here. I will let the Minifans pick through that process in the Dave Cullinane's brain for a moment. I was just hoping he was going to say like Lincoln or something, or
Washington.
Yeah, something like that. Well, you can't say Washington.
They could have said it. They'd
Don't
be
say.
a little
We're on
off.
YouTube. Don't say Washington. Please. Sorry. Here's what I have in mind. I have our most ambitious project I think to date. And we're going to spend the entirety of the show until we're done.
Oh, wow.
Until I sit down for the most important interview of my career today.
That's right.
I don't know if you agree or disagree with this, Dave, or not.
It's very important.
Make or break moment for me professionally today. I'm doing charity later, but we're also going to talk about charity on the show here today. I don't know any details yet, but I'm going to tell you this. This fall, and I don't even know where we're going to start. I don't know where we're going to finish, date we're going to finish. I think I know where we're going to start, where we're going to finish. I don't know who's going to do it. I don't know what charity we're doing it for yet. I don't know logistically how we're going to do it. I don't know how much we'll be involved in it. I don't know anything.
Seems like it's really coming together.
The brain trust in this room. Now, Mike, obviously, I'm the only one with any ambition in this room, of course. But still, you don't disagree with that? You're not an ambitious guy.
I have a little bit.
Well, a little bit, I'm saying. I'm loaded with ambition. I've always got 20
Okay,
ideas.
that's fair.
Yes.
That's fair.
I watched Justin and Dave at the mini golf thing the other day. I was talking to Minifans with her. I was like, this is the brain trust of my operation right here. These are the two guys.
You said that to Wilbur too.
I did. Thank you, Dave. There you go. Good memory. What are you two doing right now?
It's giving us a warning on YouTube that we do not like.
What's that?
It's buffering. The connection's not great.
Oh,
So
boy.
I'm trying to fix it.
Do I need to hold off on this announcement
Right
right
in
now?
the
Is that
middle of
what
his
you're
big
saying?
announcement.
What's the? Hold on.
I'll put it off till Thursday. Right now, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
Wanted
It
to
says
know what
excellent
was.
Excellent
connection.
connection.
Excellent.
Okay. So everyone's there. Okay. Can you hear me? Good. Okay.
Welcome back.
So anyway, did they hear the whole preamble or no?
I believe it might have gone in and out. We are Not sure.
Okay, I'll say it again. Yeah. I don't know a goddamn thing. I don't know where. I think I know where we're going to start, where we're going to finish. I don't know when. I don't know the level of our participation. I don't know the logistics yet at all. We're going to sit here, the four of us today. I don't care about anything else that's going on. We're going to solve everything. We're going to leave this show today knowing everything. Is that understood?
Understood.
Understood.
Yes.
Understood.
Everything.
You're fired. What are you smiling at me for? Don't ever fucking smile at me again. That's creepy as... Please don't do that.
Got it.
Jesus Christ, that's creepy. I fucking vomit.
What was so creepy about
Because
it?
he's like, everything. And he just smiled. It's just bizarre. I don't even fucking understand it.
Do you prefer depressed Justin
Yes.
or happy Justin?
Nobody wants happy Justin.
Okay.
But the beauty of it is we know this is like, it's all temporary.
Oh, of course.
Like I'm not talking to you. You save for your wrap-up show, you just talk about yourself, okay? Jesus Christ.
Does he do that on it?
Yes, I live for the 2 seconds I listen to it. But it's okay. It's his world. It's all he has. It's not a big deal. It's fine. He's a good kid. Whatever. Good luck to him. I put him in the. I look at him like I look at the guy who was once part of the show and that left for
Oh
Barstool.
no!
Yeah, I
that
think he's
can't
got
be good
eyes
because he doesn't like that.
I think he's got eyes for that. I think they're talking behind the scenes. That's my theory. But that's a whole different conversation. Yeah, it's a whole different conversation. It doesn't matter.
Is that true?
Can I get to the main point? Shut the fuck up. Can I get to the main point, please?
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Like the Georgia governor, James Carter, I don't know what's going on yet. Jimmy Carter didn't know when he took over in 1976. Now, men had already been on the moon a few times. We want to do it again.
Sure.
Right? So I don't know either. Here's what's going to happen. I'm calling this right now tentatively. Tentatively. And this is for charity. I don't know the charity yet. I want to hear some thoughts. Maybe we'll take some calls. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the four of us can figure this out. Minifans across America. It's exactly what you think it is. We are starting in the northernmost part of the western part of the United States, or the eastern part, which is Madawaska, and ending in Washington. 3,200 miles, and a complete Minifan lap across America. No stopping. And all it is 100. All it could be is 100 Minifans going 30 miles, 30 Minifans going 100 miles. It doesn't matter. We're going to do it for charity. You see these people run across America all the time, bike across America. Minifans are going to do this. We're going to do. And I'm going to be part of it as well. Dave's going to be part of it. Justin, if he wants to be, whoever. We're going to do this. We're going to raise a shitload of money, and when we're done, we're going to do a big live show somewhere. But it's not going to stop. So what we need to do is, like, with the Olympics when they have the cauldron, the flame.
Yeah, yeah.
We need some.
Okay, like
we
a
need
handoff.
some symbol of the Minahan show that we hand off to these people.
Oh, that's interesting.
We need to figure out the dates. We need to figure out when it's going to start. It can never stop. It's not stopping. We're going to even. I mean, it will stop at the end of a day. But I'm saying it's going to go consecutive days. Unlike other things, we're going to have a beginning day, a start date. We're going to get it done. We're going to stop in the middle.
Okay.
We're going to go the whole way. We're going to finish, and where we finish, we're going to do a live show.
Okay.
And we're going to raise a shitload of money for some charity. I don't know the charity yet. I don't know the route yet. I don't know the people who are going to do it yet. I don't know the plan yet. So that's why we're here today, to figure this out. So this is essentially a spitballing session. So let's get thinking. I start, as always, with the brain power in the room, the executive producer of the show, David John Cullinane.
Okay. So this is one. It's an interesting idea. I love it. It's
good.
fantastic.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yes. I've never been a part of one of those.
Neither have I.
across
I'm excited
America
about
things.
this. Mike seems underwhelmed, but that's good. To me, that's good.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Oddly enough, I don't know what your vision is for it exactly.
What's a bunch of Minifans doing this challenge together to raise a bunch of money for charity and go from one end of the country to the other.
Okay, but it'll be a handoff situation. It's not the same group traveling.
No,
the country.
I want, so like, there's a Minifan who lives in Montana. It's like, yeah, I'll do 30 miles. There's
Gotcha.
a Minifan in Iowa. It's like, I'll do 40 miles today. There's a Minifan in Kansas. I can do 12 miles.
Okay.
So some grandmother, I can do 8 miles. Some guy with one leg, I could do 10 miles. One guy, I'll do 70 miles. Some family, I don't know.
So ideally, we're
Join
starting.
twins. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. The world is our oyster.
We'll meet all types of wacky characters.
I actually would rather do the live show at the finish. I don't want to do the live show in Madawaska. I'd rather almost start in Madawaska.
That's what I was.
Sure.
Get it fucking over with.
Makes it symbolic as well.
Correct.
You know?
And then just maybe that
Oh,
fucking...
we don't want to do a live show in Maine or Boston or whatever.
We've done those. We could do a live show. The westernmost part of the continental U.S. is... I looked this up. By the way, I got these glasses at a Walmart in Auburn.
Yep.
And they are... What are like the tinted ones? What are they called? They're terrific. I don't know.
Polar.
Yeah, I think.
Polarized or something?
Yeah, they're terrific. It's one Polar I have any appreciation for.
Oh, that's
What?
not nice.
These can drive. I mean, I can put them in the car. I get pulled over. Cape Alava, Washington. Capealava. Justin, get on that.
Okay.
Thank you. Alava. Washington. So from Cape Alava, Washington to Madawaska, Maine is 3,226.9 miles. Sounds like a lot, right? Well, of course it's a lot. But 100 Minifans going 32 miles each? That does not seem that much to me, Mike.
No.
Or 200 Minifans going 60 miles each?
Right.
This is doable to me. If we start, say, October 1st, could it be done
By your birthday.
well, maybe. Yeah, that's not a bad one, Mike. Could we do it in 31 days, do a live Cape Alva, Kirk Minahan birthday extravaganza in Cape Alva, Washington? I think we could.
I think we could do that.
That should be the finish date. Good thought, Mike. That should be the finish date.
All right.
So we should figure out a start date, then do a finish date. Do we have to do the case during it? Yeah, probably. But so what? We'll do it during it. We're not going to. But I would like to come in every couple of times. You know, I always like when do the Shark Tank updates and Robert or Barbara show up at the company for the day and pretend like they're working. I'm gonna do that.
Got the hard hat on.
I'm gonna do that 2 or 3 times during this where I'll pop in, you'll see me in Missouri. Okay. You don't know when I'm gonna show up. And when I show up, maybe we'll do a show there.
Oh,
What I'm just saying is this is going to be a thing that no one else has ever done before.
Yep.
Right.
We're going to do this. Maybe I'm the only one excited about it. Dave doesn't seem excited about
I'm
it.
very excited about it,
interesting.
actually. I'm
Justin
doing
seems-
the math in my
Justin
head.
seems brain dead about the whole thing. I don't really know what he's adding to it. Nothing. And Mike doesn't care. Mike cares about fucking Jack Klugman. So good for him. He can sit
care
on his
about
couch,
that, and I'm
stuff his
also
almonds and watch Quincy. That's fine with me. I respect it.
I'm doing the math of how many of these days I'll be involved.
You don't have to do any of it.
Will I be in Montana?
You want, no, you don't have to do any of it. No, absolutely not.
Mike, you're coming.
No, he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to do. That's totally fine.
Whatever Dave says.
So let's figure it out. Give me the map right now. Where are we going?
It's not even that crazy. We're talking 100 miles a day, basically, to your point earlier.
Yes.
That's
Well,
nothing
I think
crazy.
I think coordinating people to do it is going to be difficult.
Well, obviously, Travis is going to start in Madawaska, and he's going to bang out the first day.
That might take
which
a
is
while.
which is an
All due
honor.
respect to Travis, but that might take to my birthday for him to get out of his car down to Stacy's supermarket. You like Travis, but what?
It's not nice to mock a disabled man.
I think-
one of my brothers.
I will do the first 30 miles.
Makes sense.
If somebody wants to join me, that's fine. But I'd like to start with somebody and finish with somebody,
Okay.
and then I'll probably do somewhere in between. So give me a look here at the map. I'm looking at the map right now, Justin. Where are we going here?
So we're starting in Madawaska. 1 second, I'm trying to figure this out.
I want to go town by town.
So
we're
you're gonna start it in Madawaska?
correct.
That's a maniac decision right there.
Why is that? It starts with me. It's
Yeah,
my
so,
show.
So you have to drive 8 hours in Madawaska
You like
again? I forgot.
stress.
This is how it works, Dave.
I'm
You're
with
a
you.
part of this
No, guess
fucking
what?
show
Guess
before.
What? Guess what? I get it. I'm talking about you, not
Go
necessarily.
do your own show. Fucking suck off Will Cain.
is-
I'm trying to do my fucking show here. Okay?
Not it.
I'm just saying. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'm just asking you. I didn't know you wanted to drive 8 hours to then
People,
drive.
we're talking about 3,300 miles. You're worried about me driving for 8 hours?
Concerned about you. I'm trying to look out
Concerned
for you.
about me? Why? I'll go up there and do the first 30 miles.
All right, guess what? I'm going to do the next.
You're going to do the next 30 miles.
I'm going to probably do the next 100 miles.
You're not going to do the
actually.
next 100 miles. You have to produce a show. That's why.
Well, how long's a
It'll take you
100
a
miles
week to do 100 miles. You're fucking no shape at all. You were struggling on the mini golf course the other day.
Oh shit! You're not talking driving. You're talking running.
Yes.
Driving 100 miles?
I'm joking. Of course I'm not.
Now you can run. Now, I'm gonna give you some rules out here for the people. So right now I want a fucking map of the United States up here pronto. Now I want pins for people. I want this planned out, Justin.
Okay.
This is your responsibility.
Okay.
Huh?
I said okay.
This is all that matters to me now. This is all your only responsibility is making this happen. Coordinating this. Getting people. I want volunteers. I want people saying, I'll do this. I want people saying, hey, there's Minifans all over the place. We know that. Fucking some guy in wherever. Well, let's look at the map right now. Find me where we're going state by state and get volunteers say, hey, oh yeah, this guy can, I'll have lunch ready for this guy, or I'll go walk with this guy for 6 or 7 miles, or we'll do, this should be an ultimate collaborative experience for a great charity. A charity I do not know yet, but I want to raise some real money for this thing. How do people raise money for this shit anyway? I don't even know. This is my point.
Yeah,
I don't even know. But when Harry Carson, the old giant, walked across the country a few years ago, he raised a shitload of money. I think it was Harry Carson.
Right.
So how do we do that, Dave? What are we doing?
Make a GoFundMe or
Well,
something?
first things first, we're probably going to call an organization that maybe has done something along these lines and see how.
I want to do it ourselves. I have no interest in paying an organization to take our money from us.
Okay. Yeah. I just think we'll set it up we can set it up through a.
Okay, let's
Plenty of
figure out. Let's figure out.
platforms,
Okay, so far I've got 90 ideas, and you guys are sitting like lumps. I don't care
Well, I think raising
about
money is
deleted
just
tweets. I don't care about Will Cain.
I just think
I don't
that-
care about the stupid ideas you have for the show. This is all I care about.
I just think that people donate to support, so there's no real rhyme or reason to
Okay, let's find a great charity and let's raise some fucking money for it. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
Okay. All right.
We have a charity. We have a common
Yep, I
cancer
think
we both care about.
Yep,
So
I
let's
think
do
some
that.
callers have been pretty fucking mean that they should pony the fuck up, is what I think. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the callers who've talked about my mom fucking boning Moss Dudley. Is that what you're
those
saying?
callers and the callers that maybe some people in my family, they were pretty fucking mean.
Your mom was mean about it. She should raise some.
My mom wasn't mean.
Your mom was the meanest of all.
She was
And guess
by
what?
far.
My
She
mom's
meant
gonna
it.
pony up. She's
better
gonna pony up.
She better.
Yeah.
She better. Yeah. So there you go. Coast to coast. So give me a map. Where are we going, Justin? Have you mapped this out yet?
I'm trying. We're not going through Canada, correct?
We are not going through Canada. We are not. You are not allowed to. Nobody can go on a bicycle at all on the trip. You can walk or you can run. And what is going to be the Minifan torch, essentially, Mike? What are we handing off to people?
Oh, interesting. Dale Bear is gone.
Dale Bear is gone. If the guy want to bring Dale Bear back, that would be a good one, though.
What about the cross?
That seems pretty heavy.
Oh, okay. It's got wheels.
Symbolic, I understand that. That's not bad. The Dale Bear is a good one. If the Dale Bear original owner who we met at the VFW wanted to loan the Dale Bear back, we would return it to him at the end.
Okay.
I like the Dale Bear, Mike. That's a good idea.
All right.
We'll take some other offers and options as well. We'll open the phone lines now to suggestions as well. 617-779-7937.
I don't think that's... Don't dial
Two-way
that.
sports talk. You can dial that if you want. I don't know. What's the number? Tell them we're taking calls. I want ideas, suggestions. I want the Minifans who have been largely dormant lately as I've danced around and worked my ass off. It's time for you guys now to step up. We'll take charity ideas. We'll take rude ideas. We'll take any crazy ideas you have for whatever you got, we're going to take. But we're going to do this. Minifans are going to do this, and we're going to raise a shitload of money. I want to do this.
All right, charity, I think we should do Pancreatic
Okay, that's
cancer.
a
They were
possibility.
very reliable. I've seen you tweet about them before.
It's possibilities.
Absolutely.
Possibility. Certainly on the short list.
All right.
For sure.
Are you thinking a scenic route, or you just want a straight,
I'm open
no
to anything.
nonsense, right to Washington?
So I'm looking at the...
You dropping pins over there? You got to drop the pins.
What?
You got to drop the pins on the map. You got to map it out
We
specifically
gotta get a
so
big
it's...
map. And
So what I'm looking at right now, Michael, will take you... This one takes you through Canada, the one that starts in Madawaska, right, Justin?
the entire. If you're just looking it up, it's the entire thing is pretty much in Canada.
Okay, we can't do that.
So you'd have to go a bit of a scenic route either.
Can't. We gotta go.
Yeah, you got to go through Vermont.
Yep, New York.
Then you got to get
upstate
to
New York,
Detroit, Chicago.
Cleveland.
Yep.
So you go through the middle of America, Chicago, Iowa.
Yep.
Now, do you want like these stopping places to be in major cities or?
No, I don't care. We can stop it.
No, but you're going to hit it. Like you can get Buffalo, then Cleveland.
Yeah, we got a handoff. Wherever people, but you got to be in charge of coordinating all that. Handoff to handoff, whatever it is.
Yep.
Do you think we can pull this off?
Oh, it's without a doubt.
A lock?
Yeah, it's a lock. I mean, I'm hitting locks left and right. I might as well keep it going.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Are we taking calls? What are we doing? Do we put
The
number-
phone lines are open if you want to tweet it out, Justin.
Yeah, put the. What do we have here? Do we have the? If you tweet out the number yet or no?
It's coming.
Okay.
And what will be the method of, for lack of a better word, proving that these people are
Well, I
doing
think the entire thing has to be recorded too.
But
I do-
themselves, or
Yeah,
does
in
one
some
man
form-
go and follow all these?
It's a good question. It's a good question. I've thought about that. It's a good question because I mean the veracity of it can certainly be questioned. No, there's just no doubt about
Right,
that. So
right.
I feel like there's got to be a way we could do that, right?
I would think.
Doesn't it have to be, Dave?
What's that? Record the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a challenge. Like somebody's taking, just bits and pieces of their runs and things like that. Yeah.
He said the entire thing, not bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
We have to figure it out today.
That's what I'm saying. We're not leaving until
I don't
it's
get to
figured
go
out.
home until
Yeah.
we figure it out.
I'm not saying we need all 280 or whatever people, the volunteers that are
Sure.
to do this.
Just the
but
basic idea.
yeah, we need to start here. We need to figure out how many days we're going to do it. All right, you tweet out the number.
Just did.
All right, I guess I can retweet that. Let me see here.
We got some people lined up.
I don't call it any bullshit either. I'm not interested in the crap today.
No characters.
No bits, no fucking questions. I want ideas. Minifans, time to collaborate. You've done dick lately. Dick. So let's go. I only in the Northeast. Well, I know there'll be plenty of volunteers for that. I'm worried about the God's beautiful land, the middle of America. Sure. I know we have plenty of listeners there, but can we get 4 people to go through the state of Iowa, 8 through the state of Nebraska? I don't know.
Right.
Who's to say? All right, Dave, they loaded up?
They're loaded up.
All right, let's go.
You're going to want to lock down Washington early, too. That seems to be an
Good
important
point, Mike. Yeah, I don't know. Hello.
Kirk, my first recommendation is I was in the military, and they have guidons. So you have to take the guidon with you everywhere. So someone's got to make a guidon, and we have to pass this back and forth to the volunteers who are going to do the
Got
route.
that, Dave? A gaydon.
Got to be a handoff.
Gaydon.
Is that what it's called?
Gaydon.
Guy.
Guidon. Oh, guidon. I'm sorry. Okay, a guidon.
Guidon, correct, yes.
Thank you for your service. Where do you live now?
I'm in Connecticut, and I'm willing to do part of the route, but I don't know if it's coming through.
Well,
Justin hasn't figured that out
I
yet.
mean, I understand that you're in the. Would you be willing to go to Vermont or wherever and do 20 or 30 miles?
Yes, that's what it takes, yes.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
I salute
I'm in.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, soldier.
I don't
for your
believe we'd
service.
be going through Connecticut.
What's this wee shit?
Well, here's a question.
Yeah.
Well, you could.
The show would be going through Connecticut.
What's the show? What?
The trail would not
Me?
be going. You would not be going through Connecticut.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Can we do this simultaneously? So if we map out a route, can we have somebody in Washington run 30 miles while you're running 30 miles to start on the other end?
No, it's got to be handed off.
Okay.
We're handing off the.
Yeah, we got to hand it off.
It's a relay race.
This is why it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's not a
it
relay
is tough-
race.
Yeah.
Not,
Well, you know,
yeah, it's a relay. Yeah.
Yep.
The Dale Bear is a great suggestion. That guy was at the VFW. If he's listening, would you be willing to? It's a big ask. I respect that it's a big ask.
Right. It is your property now.
But the Dale Bear would be a great companion for the whole trip.
yeah.
I don't know what else we could hand
messages
off.
you could send out.
What else could we hand off? I don't know.
I do like the cross. Wheeling the cross.
Seems difficult.
That seems we could make a mini version.
People go through the Rockies with it. Might be tough.
Someone driving by as TJ Hubbard is
across.
pushing.
Should I cross a snowstorm in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
All right. Hello.
Alonzo Mosley, FBI.
Good morning.
So here's a thought. While we're doing this whole challenge, and great idea, Kirk, as usual,
Thank you.
we should have people like a side challenge for the Minifans. So, like, I, Alonzo Mosley, would be chasing after a Jack Walsh, which could be.
Okay, see, I don't have patience for this
Justin,
stuff today, dude.
you know.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean.
gotcha.
This is what I mean. I appreciate the call and everything, but I mean, this is not. I'm serious. So let's get to work here. Hello. Hello, 401.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I live in Rhode Island. I'm sure you have tons of listeners in Rhode Island, but I definitely would volunteer to walk for the charity of your choice.
Thank you.
I also had an idea for how you could live stream it. I know if you set up, say you set up a Facebook group for the charity event,
Yep.
everybody that volunteers to walk on it could join that group.
Okay.
And as they start walking, they could go live.
Good idea. There you go.
They could
Smart
go
idea.
live for
Very
their
good.
portion of the walk.
Well, thank you. That's a good idea. You should be producing the
also-
show. Yes, good.
Now, for a baton,
Uh-huh.
it may sound gross to you, but for Minifans, if we could pass off the sock that you wiped your ass with when you were, you had a little accident on
Okay.
your
Gone
That's
forever.
fair. I
I would
haven't
be all
cleaned
for
it. That's a good point. If I can find it, that's certainly on the short list.
Interesting.
Thank you. Not a bad
All right,
idea.
good luck, Kirk.
Thank you. It's a very, very good idea.
I have one more pitch for the cross.
Okay, the cross is not happening. But go,
You might when you hear this.
Sure.
To kind of, pair it with the torch idea, we light it on fire as we push it.
Oh,
good idea.
should the cross
Yes.
somehow make it to the final destination, though?
Sure, Dave. If you want to put it in,
Never
carry with you on the plane.
Never mind.
It'll be tough to get through, through security. But yeah, if you can fit it through, sure, put it on the plane. All right. Are they loaded up, Dave?
They're loaded up.
All right. I can't tell if the fans are enthusiastic or mocking, or we'll find out.
I don't like that, and there'll be some interruptions, as you saw with Justin's car thing the other night, but I don't like the idea of people streaming on their own
I agree with that.
channel. I would rather it under the KMS channel, go the whole distance. But, maybe it's 24 hours at a time or something like that.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Hello.
Kirk, I'm very excited for this. Even though I'm in Massachusetts, I have relatives out in Park City, Utah, and I will go to Park City, Utah. And
Okay, that's a little out of the way, I think. I don't think we're going through Park City, Utah, Justin. Right? Would you say?
I don't believe
That feels a little south. But would you be willing to go somewhere else in this great country?
So yes, I would. But what I was going to recommend is if Justin, if you kind of make it a little bit of a U, so you go through the flyover state.
We're not
instead of going up.
That
'cause
makes
I'm sure
sense.
Justin's taking the most direct route. Follow the riverways. Probably be a little bit easier.
Okay, it's not a bad idea. I think we're dipped down as far as Utah, but yeah, I don't think we're going to take a look. Like I said, I'm coming in here with just a thought, just an idea. We're spitballing here. So far, Justin.
Hey,
and
Dave, you're
Dave
bringing
have been-
great energy.
Yeah,
today.
it's fucking
What are
unbelievable.
you talking about? What's wrong with my
Two
energy?
drips.
I'm trying to think of how to live stream
trying to
for you
map
here.
this out.
He's got a map going.
Okay, you can also talk.
I am talking.
Okay, Jesus Christ, forget it. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
May I ask, were you angry with them about something?
No, they just say like 2 lumps.
Okay, it seemed like almost like you were using this to take something out on them.
No, it's an idea, right? Now we're having
You
our
work
brain
for me.
dump.
There's always going to be ideas like this.
Yes, I love it. Love the
great.
idea.
All right.
There you
Hello.
go.
Hey, Kirk, this is the guy that was stole. He had $4,000 stolen from Jake Sanford, that Yankees player, a while back.
Oh, I remember.
yeah.
Sure, of course, yes.
I just wanted to give you a quick update. I
right,
actually did
We're
get
good,
all
Dave.
that money
We're
back.
good. I
Not
don't
listening.
care.
Maybe he was going to donate it.
I don't care. I don't want it.
Oh, man.
Are they loaded up,
This
Dave?
is not a
They
great
load up.
charity endeavor.
Fuck these people. Fuck this. I might just do it by myself and not even record it.
Would be impressive.
Now I'm getting annoyed. Hello.
They dropped. He got nervous.
Hello.
Hey, Kirk, what's your dozen logo?
Now I think they're doing it to bother you.
You think, Mike?
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Hello.
Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Hey, Mike, Kirk, Dave,
Yep.
Dum Dum.
Yep.
Mike, what'd you have for breakfast?
All right, I
yesterday?
can't. We'll take one more, Dave, then we're done.
Oh,
Then we're
no.
done. Then we're done.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Yes.
I have an idea for the Olympic torch.
Okay.
I think the Minifans should pass off a live goldfish across America.
It seems so difficult to do. I think running is hard for 30 miles. I don't know.
It could be in a bag.
No, I understand that. I don't mean
also,
it wouldn't be in their hand. I don't think,
if you don't like the goldfish, we could also do a fat, blind, talentless mouse.
Okay. I guess we could do that.
Do you have any blind, talented mice?
I
don't, but yeah.
Yeah, a ton. I also have a prediction. I think this plan is going to be canceled and explode in a big, fiery, beautiful ball of fire by, I don't know,
9:45, I
September
would
11th.
say. Yes, I would say. Yeah, that sounds about right. I got the joke, yes. Unbelievable.
Hello.
It's such hope this morning I was driving in.
Did you?
I did.
I don't think we'll have a problem getting bodies for this. So I think if we can get, geez, how many bodies do we need to pull this off?
How many bodies do we need?
Yeah, we need
How many
100. We need
bodies?
100 miles a day.
Well, I think the
lot of
question
fat
is.
people,
Well, I guess the question
a lot of
is,
pussy.
is how long does it take somebody to go 30 miles?
You can't look at it that. I think some people got to do like 5, 10.
Yeah,
maybe
not
a
everyone's
lot.
going to run a marathon.
Okay, so we figure out what the route is. There you go, Dave. Now you're
Yeah.
thinking. Now we're cooking with gas, as
Yep.
Chris Russo would say. We figure out the total mileage.
Yep.
We figure out what we're doing, and then we figure out, what that equals to in say 35 days.
I am very confident in us planning the route.
I'm not.
Precisely.
I'm not.
Precisely.
I would like to go through some of the main streets of the United States as well. God's, the beautiful land of America.
I am very confident of planning the route, asking you what those main streets of America that you would like to hit are,
Sure.
working around that.
We're going to do 2 or 3 shows during this tour in these towns.
And even if we don't have a Minifan there, I believe we can get somebody to pass the torch to. We can get a grocery store worker. We can get somebody we can find in every part of this country.
No, it's not a bad idea. It's fine.
Do you have a start date in mind?
No, I was saying, I just not really.
Well, you wanted to.
Because then you could, let's say it's October 1st to the 31st. You divide it by 30 or 31, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out if that's the amount of days is right. I don't know if it'll be 40.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to figure that out. We shouldn't do that today. Not that, but we should get the basics today. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see. Are they loaded up, Dave?
They're loaded up.
We'll see. That's not a bad idea.
713.
Kirk, with the risk of sounding like Tim and Canton, but I was made for this. This is right up my wheelhouse.
Where
I can help out.
Where do you live?
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay, that's
We can
good.
Get Tri-State Running Company.
Oh,
We
of
can
course.
get discounts for anybody who needs shoes.
You listen to this, Dave?
We
I love
can
this.
set discounts online for them.
Good.
We can. I can sponsor this. We can get shirts.
Now
we
we're
can do all this
talking.
stuff.
This is a worker. This is great.
Now
See,
you
Cameron's
get
getting it
me-
done.
I mean, listen, I can get through. I've done Death Valley. I've been, done 100 miles through there. I'm made for this. So whatever you need, count me in. You got Tri-State Running Company support.
Done.
We'll get discount codes for people who need shoes. all that kind of horse shit. So let me know.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's a big help.
Was that so difficult, Dave?
All class right there.
Your Mike's negativity.
What have I
There's
done?
a lot going on here. Jesus.
I don't think I've been negative.
Justin's doing math over here, just so you know. He's got a calculator going.
That's good.
Good morning, gentlemen. This is Kevin Cullinane, Vermont.
How are you doing?
I've got tips for. I've got some tips for your trip here. I was listening here, on the YouTube, and I'm sure Cullinane's going to fuck it up beyond all recognition. So all you need is an inexpensive GPS tracker. We use them as investigative journalists all the time to track somebody. Under $100 and a small subscription fee. You can use that as the baton. You can strap it to Justin's ass to
okay.
That's interesting.
Anything you want, and then we can watch the GPS data flow the entire time across the country.
That's a good idea. You microchip the
very,
bag.
very simple.
I like that regardless. So that's in addition to the live video feeds that we will have.
That's good. I like that. That's
Where
a
in
very
the
good
world
idea.
is this right
you
now?
need
I love
data.
it.
Very
You
good
need
idea.
Data to prove. You need. You know me. I'm all about proof and truth. You need that.
Sure.
You need
No, I
that
understand,
data
Kevin,
to back up the story.
That is true. He is all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good idea.
I'd love-
Now, I'm sorry. That's a very productive idea. Thank you. Now we're getting things moving. We have a sponsor. Maybe we'll get another sponsor. Maybe we figure out the charity.
Yep.
Maybe we get moving here. Now we're fucking cooking.
Yep.
Right.
Jesus.
So nonstop, if people are walking, it would take about 46 days.
Okay. Well, people are also going to run.
Yes. So I'm just saying nonstop walking would be 46.
Okay. What's not going to be nonstop? What do you mean nonstop walking?
Like
24 hours a day?
That's what Google Maps
Well, that's not
says,
going to happen.
Well, that's a basic outline.
Well, people aren't going to walk 24 hours a day.
Right, but you take that and you say, okay, so it's going to be a little more than 46 days or 41, whatever.
Right, but people are also going to run, though. That's what I'm saying. So you got to figure out.
Well, we're going to map it out. We're going to say, okay, from Madawaska to, what do you think, like southern Vermont or something like that? Or somewhere in New York is day one. We're going to get there.
Right, that's how you do it.
Day two, we're going to get to.
But you got to remember, you're always going to be behind whatever schedule you think it's going to be. People are going to get hurt. People are going to bail out. There's going to be sick. There's going to be bad weather.
Which I would say everybody who volunteers, which I know people are going to be volunteering in droves.
You're saying this. You're saying this now, but we'll see. I don't know.
But they have to almost have like a 48 to 72 hour window that they could achieve this. Like things are going to People have to Justin. I guess Justin or you, Dave. Who's going to be in charge of getting the people signed up, getting this person's here this day. This is this day. They hand it to them. Who hands it to them? Who hands it to them? Who's in charge? Likely, we will build it out collaboratively.
Very good.
Yep.
I'm confident now.
I have no problem organizing it individually, one-on-one with those people once we do that.
Okay. Yes. How many people think we'll need?
I think we will need a
200 for 15 miles each. Does that seem? Because some people, a guy like Cameron said, you can do 80 miles. Some guys will do 50. Some guys will do 6.
I'm like you. I was the one who said we need 20 people to sign up for the car challenge the other day because we knew only 2 people, which maybe want to do it. Yeah, we need 250 people to pull this off. 250
people who are actually going to do it, or 250 people to start.
250 people that are actually going to run. Or walk.
Definites.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, for sure. Because that goes into, 3,000, whatever.
Yes.
So it's 15 miles each, or whatever.
Yep.
Give or take.
Yep.
That seems reasonable to me.
Yep.
But that's 15 miles doesn't sound like a lot to me. I mean, it's a lot, but like I could run it, or I could run 10 or 11 miles and walk 4 or 5. But for people walking, that's a hell of a walk.
Yeah, there's a lot of assholes in your listenership that think they're you and can run 30 miles.
Well, there are a bunch who can do it. I have a lot of runners in this community. But running, people should be able to walk, of course.
Yep.
What states are we going through, Justin? Give us a tour.
So we're going from Maine, and then we're going to cut a little bit into New Hampshire. It's probably the state we'll spend the least amount of time in.
Okay.
Go through Vermont, and then we spend quite some time in New York.
Sure, upstate New York, yeah. Buffalo area and such?
I think hitting Syracuse and then kind of go a little south of Buffalo. Buffalo's kind of out of the way.
Okay, I like that.
And then we're going to kind of hug Lake Erie, through Pennsylvania.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right. Yeah. Go through Ohio, kind of northernmost. We'll probably hit Cleveland. That's the closest city. Then Cleveland through Indiana, maybe stop in Fort Wayne. That's a large port there. And then Chicago, Illinois.
Yep, I know where that is.
You kind of go north. You go north here, through Wisconsin, to Minnesota. And then you hit, and then it's kind of just a straight shot with Dakota, Montana, Idaho, and Washington.
There you go.
Wow.
Done.
Okay.
I think it might be tough for you doing a collaborative thing with the clearly growing tension between these two.
I know.
I don't know if you picked up on that at all.
Yeah, let's go. These two don't seem to like each other anymore.
I like Dave.
We had a great car ride the other day.
I'm talking about Johnson, so it was great.
Something's going on.
He's in a mood today.
You're in another mood, Justin.
No, I'm focused on this. I'm just
okay.
looking at this.
But why does it have to why does your focus have to yield negativity?
Because when I'm focusing on something, I just get stressed.
I'm negative.
Okay, so he's stressed. That's a fair excuse. He's stressed.
I guess it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take some more calls, I guess. Are they loaded up?
They are loaded up.
All right, let's go.
217.
Not sure what we've solved so far, but it's okay.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Should the route deviate a little south and you want to go through central Illinois into Missouri, maybe Mark Twain's hometown, I was thinking that would be a great opportunity for Mike to work blue and maybe read the original Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, Mike! I know he'd love to do that. Certain parts of it, that's for sure.
I won't be reading much of anything. But.
Well,
they have it in Braille, and I would be willing to do that stretch.
Well, would you be willing to? I mean, if you're willing to do that, wouldn't you be willing to go a few miles north in Illinois and go wherever we're going in Illinois for 20 or 30 miles?
Yeah, I just try to stay away from Chirac.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I know. Okay, it's ridiculous.
So here's what I'm going to do.
Oh.
I'm going to set up a form for people to register for this event.
Okay.
Where they want to run or walk, how much they think they could run or walk. That'll be set up by tomorrow morning. So we will hopefully
where's that going to be physically? What are you saying? I'm sorry.
Online. Like we'll tweet out a link where they can sign up. Mm-hmm. So then people have a place to go to put all that information in, and then by our next show, we'll be able to update numbers, and we'll say, okay, we have 100 people so far. This is the vicinity that they're in, because it might be a thing where as we build up the people that are going to contribute here, we have to do the map as they come along here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good idea. All right. And people will populate that, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you don't seem into it anymore.
No, I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of it. That's all. I'm taking the calls, figuring it out. I'm very into it.
Mike has no responsibility in this.
No, Mike's not part of it.
And but he's like, he should be the happy guy here, because like our brain is running. We're trying to think of ideas, but Mike's just sitting there and he's kind of showing negativity toward this a little bit.
Right, I've noticed that.
Like, why isn't he like helping us along as we're
I've had ideas
building?
Because all he cares about is ideas by the cross, which is just illogical.
I said Dalebear, which you
Dalebear's a good idea.
Thought you were going to use.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But I have noticed negative energy as well, Dave. That's true. All right. That's a way playing my kids. Play Mike Nevis.
You've been negative.
How have I been negative? I came up with the idea.
It seemed like you came in here and thought they were going to have it done already.
No, I was like,
why isn't this planned yet?
I want to have conversations about it. They're not saying anything. I'm talking. It's a talk show.
I would say that idea of accumulating names, locations, and the distance they'll travel is absolutely crucial.
I would agree.
And that's great.
That's where we need to start.
All right, so let's get that, and then by the next show, I'm hoping we can accumulate at least half the names we need. I think that's a fair.
You need names, location.
Correct.
Where they're gonna but you got to also pinpoint day by day location for it. At least have a rough copy, the two of you, rough draft that I can help out as well.
Yep.
Of where each day is going to be. If it ends October 31st, let's just say that for argument's sake.
My idea.
When does it start?
Yep.
Right. I'm not saying for an answer right now. I'm just saying just figure it out.
Yeah,
does
but
it start September 18th? Does it start? I don't know.
All of those
50
factors.
days, I would
all of
think.
those factors play out once we get the names, people, their locations.
Okay.
You know.
Would it be a hard end date?
What do you mean?
Would you want it like if it's October 31st, you want it done? But like you said, we want to do a live show at the end of it.
Well,
would it be flexible?
Well, if we're not done yet, if somebody's 3 days away, we can't do the live show if it's not done.
Oh no, we're gonna get it done.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, we're gonna be early.
Well, early is
we'll
fine.
delay it and have a little fun or whatever.
If it's early, wherever we're going to do this live show in this town, I suspect we'll have some flexibility.
I think so.
We'll take a look. So what's the name of the town? What did I say this?
Let me pull it up.
Cape Alava?
Yeah. Cape Alava. Is it even a town? I don't even know. Let me see. Cape Alava, Washington. Is a cape in Pacific Northwest region. The cape is situated within Olympic National Park and is accessible via a 3-mile boardwalk hike from a ranger station in the park. I like that. We may not be able to do a live show there, but do we know a town around there?
Oak Harbor, Washington.
It's in Calhoun County, Washington. I want supermarkets as part of this as well, of course, on the trip.
Sure.
libraries. I mean, there's certain things people have to, if they're going to defecate, like people defecate in the library.
Yeah, those should be all meeting points.
Yeah,
the nearest library or grocery store.
Callum County, Washington, population is 77,000, the county itself. So, I mean, there'll be places there.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy.
There's a movie theater locally owned.
Where's that?
It looks damn near close to it. Hold on, I'm trying to zoom in.
Deer Park Cinema?
Yes.
Okay.
Could be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in.
Yeah, that's right
We
near
could
it,
show
right? You
the
see
guy
it?
running to the location on the big screen.
That's true.
The last person.
It could be the big finish.
Yeah.
Deer Park Cinema.
It's a little. Let me do the distance between those two.
Port Angeles, Washington. Callum County. Is that the one you're talking about or no?
Yep.
You're saying you think that's the one?
That's the closest. Like, if
Okay.
we wanted a theater or a room.
Okay, well, we can
to
look
pull this
around.
off,
People,
yeah.
so I guess also we'll have to figure out along the way where we're going to do we'll occasionally jump in and do little special guest appearances and do some live shows along the way. It doesn't even mean we'll do big live shows, but there may be somebody who does that we like that does a 20 or 30 or 40, has a nice little story. Maybe we'll do a show from their house or go out to dinner with them and do a show from that night. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think we can do that. 85 miles. I think it's got to be right at Cape Alava.
Okay, move on. We'll find somewhere else. Don't get you're getting too bogged down
I'm sorry.
and shit like that.
I
I mean,
just
I
care
understand.
that much. You can feel it right now.
No, I don't feel that you care at all.
Oh, I do. I thought you could feel that. I just ruled out a possibility that was being, that was me showing that I care.
All right.
I care.
Do you want to take one or two more calls on this or no?
Sure.
All right, one or two more.
781.
We are for the money.
Okay. Boy, take another call. I don't have patience for this stuff today. I just don't. I hate these fucking people.
Shalom, Kirk. I've got an idea for the baton.
Okay.
Can you take clippers that can be handed off from everyone, and then at Cape Alava, you can put Dave out of his misery, and at the live show, you can use those clippers to shave Dave's head.
That is not nice.
You're willing to walk to go see the live show. Are you willing to walk somewhere for the walk for this thing?
Yeah, I can go to upstate New York, but you saw me. That 8 miles is probably about the max.
That's fine. Listen, 8 miles that's a legitimate contribution. We'll take every mile counts. Don't forget that, okay? Yep.
I'll do it.
I appreciate it, Adam the Jew. Thank you.
How about
I thought he was going to say clippers for each person that takes the baton. Snips a little bit off their hair to make a wig for Dave.
That'd be nice.
That'd be a nice.
This is
toupee.
This isn't a joke. This is for charity. This is a mission. Let's not make a joke. of this thing. What about a prison cocktail?
A wig could go to a
prison cocktail feels strong. That feels a little
too
strong.
aggressive.
Tough when you're running or walking to start that.
I don't think any newspapers will
Hydration.
write nice things about us if we're
That's
carrying
the other thing. I want some
cocktail.
goddamn publicity during this. Not this idiot from the Fiddlehead Focus either. Not this moron.
Sure.
I'm talking real publicity.
Oh, we should have publicity in every state.
Yes,
we're in.
every town.
Yeah, every town. You're right.
Yeah. First of all, we should be in the van, all of us, doing the entire thing.
I mean, if we're cramped under an umbrella under the rain, we might as well be in a
Yeah,
van
we bonded.
together.
I mean,
Yeah.
Justin has bailed on us. Justin's going to be off the show by Labor Day.
Why are you so negative
He's
about
just checked out.
Oh, there is something.
Are you feeling that, Dave, or no?
Well, there's something legitimate to that.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, timing wise. Yeah.
What do you mean? He's leaving the show?
I was going to bring this up
just
today.
let
but
him do that. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh.
I pretty soon I will not be able to. I need to get a full-time job.
No, I don't want to deal with this today.
I
don't
know,
want to.
yes.
Why don't you start with the reason why and then backtrack?
He doesn't want to deal with this today.
We're trying to do this right now.
Okay. It's his tone.
That's
Tone.
a big announcement to be buried.
No, it's his tone.
Whose tone?
His tone.
This is why. He's done with the
you
show.
Can, you can talk about that and still have a tone that's positive.
He's done with the show, though.
He's not done with
I've
the
dealt
show.
with this
No,
before.
he loved the show.
Oh,
He's
that's
heartbroken.
different. That's a different conversation.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to that then. Fine. So
You didn't
now
even
we're
tell me
done.
this.
Now we're done with this. Okay. So we made some progress on this.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You will
think
see.
it's pretty
You will
much
see
done.
that form. I guarantee that
Okay.
will
So you're
exist
gonna
tomorrow.
when you hire the next person, that person will help out.
That's right.
Let's have the conversation.
Okay, we'll have the conversation right now. We'll talk about Tommy John first, which I wore at mini golf, which was helpful, and for my runs the last couple of days, which has been helpful. It keeps it much cooler, 7% cooler than regular car. It's 100 degrees again today. Every day it's 100 degrees in Massachusetts. I don't understand it. Get your Tommy Johns on right now. It's the most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear in your life. TommyJohn.com/Kirk right now for 20% off your first order. TommyJohn.com/KIRK right now for 20% off your first order. Get 20% off TommyJohn.com/Kirk. 20% off the most comfortable, breathable, cool underwear you will ever wear in your entire life. As a matter of fact, I think Minifans will be wearing this going all across this great country, from Madawaska, Maine to Cape,
Alava?
Cape Alava, Washington. They'll be wearing it. They'll be pushing their cross. They'll be snipping their hair. They'll be doing all their stuff with the Tommy John.
All these great ideas.
Prison cocktail.
Yeah, that's another thing. You could piss or defecate, along the way.
I suppose, yeah.
For the prison cocktail.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Oh, God.
Mikey's doing an ad read. We'll just say prison cocktail. We don't describe what it is.
I don't have to worry about ad reads, Mike, in your world.
I'm sorry.
You get the subscribers left and right, but some of us got to sing for our supper,
I'm sorry.
Jeez. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. 20% off right now. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. And with our great friends at Tommy John, and everybody has their cup of tea, because we're going to have ourselves a Wittu Pity party now.
Oh, no. What? Why are you doing that?
Doing what?
I don't think that's what this is.
I see pouty face.
Well, he's pouty because of stress.
He has learned a lot from Mike, I will say that.
No. There's some similarities.
It's almost like he's watching Mike Gerry tapes from 2020.
There's some similarities.
He's watching Mike Gerry, July 2020 video or something.
Interesting.
Wow, that's a good move. I never thought of that.
He's like, I'm going to blind school.
Why is there some fencing right now in this room? All right, Justin, go ahead.
I need to be better at making fun of mice.
So the floor is yours. So I said something was in the air. As always, Mike, I knew something was amiss.
I did not. I had no idea.
So Justin is leaving the show.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, what's going on?
Wow.
Well, I turn 26 next month.
Okay.
And I am getting off my parents' health insurance. So I need to get a full-time job, and I don't think one is available here.
I don't know that. Like, what meaning? Just like, what are you asking for?
I don't want to come off like I'm asking for...
No, it's fine. That's whatever you want. I'm just...
For a job, because I don't...
So you don't want a job?
I would love one. I don't think there is a role here...
Do you want Dave's job?
Ooh.
You don't?
Correct.
Because I would pay you less than Dave. I could get rid of Dave.
That would be
not
nice.
Deal with his idiocy.
For you, I mean, I wouldn't like it, but...
Sure.
And yeah, I need health insurance.
Okay.
So come a month from today.
A month from today. I don't know...
It's your deadline.
So what would our play be, Dave? I don't know.
So I tried to play out all the scenarios with him. Like, one, I don't know how it's handled with Barstool, but what if Barstool could just get him health insurance? What are the costs associated with getting that? I don't know. So what if we provided that as a job?
Sure.
We kept him on a part-time capacity like he's doing, and he could then work other jobs. And maybe we give him responsibility because of that health insurance.
Then he's gone.
He can't go get another. He can't go get another full-time job and then be with us. So that's just completely.
No, that's
out.
out.
Of the mix.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So who do we talk? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm happy to help. I have no idea who you talk to.
So
we can do it.
If you don't think the health insurance alone and staying in a part-time capacity is an option,
I think it could. Why is it not an option?
Oh, I thought you just kind of gave off a vibe that wasn't.
No, that's definitely an option. I just don't know if it's an option for Justin. I don't know if he wants to do that or not.
You seem like that was.
It'd be tough because then I would have to.
So you want a raise and insurance?
I'm not asking for a raise.
Well, then what are you asking?
I'm not asking for anything.
I hate this shit.
To be fair, he didn't ask for anything.
I did not.
You just said he's leaving the show then.
Right.
Right.
It's not because he wants to. He's like legit heartbroken over it.
I care about that, but this is not what we're having an adult conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone here is an adult. So what are we trying to do? Are you quitting? Are you saying you're leaving in a month? What are you saying?
I don't know.
That's just what I mean. So why are we having what the fuck conversation?
I did not want to have this conversation.
So you're just going to leave one day?
You're going to bring it up today.
One day I'd look at Justin's seat and he wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I don't know. What are we doing? We're all grown up. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm happy to have a conversation.
Yes. So I don't know whether it be staying in this position as whatever place gives me health insurance. I can't take a week off of a full-time gig to do things for the show come September if I have a full-time job.
We know this. So
Right.
I'll work with Justin, and he can ask me for either just a full-time job, what his need is and I'll present that to you, and then if you're whatever.
But I don't think there's a full-time job available
Just stop talking.
here.
Just stop talking. And then the other side is we'll try to come up with an option of staying part-time with health insurance.
Sounds like he doesn't want to do that.
He's stressed right now. He's not treating this the way.
He doesn't have to. I'm not saying you don't like the show. That's not like, I understand you're an adult. You need a job. I understand that. So let's have an adult conversation. What?
I said,
It was more of an
what are we doing? I don't understand.
I'll say I wish Steve advocated for me the way Dave is doing for Justin. That would have been nice.
But he's mad at me for this.
I'm not mad at anyone.
I don't understand then why you brought it up?
I didn't bring it up.
No,
Dave
Dave did.
We
Dave
said you
brought it
wanted to
up.
bring it up today.
I was thinking about bringing it up today.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about it at some point anyway, so now we're doing it. You can, it's like when you get a bad report card when you're a kid, you try and hide it or something. Like
I did that many times.
So did I. It never works. We're here now, so let's have the conversation.
Start by.
What do you want?
Get rid of the map.
Okay.
Get rid of the map.
Put the map down.
Yeah.
We're done. We're done with that right now. You're not going to be part of that anyway, probably.
Probably
honestly.
not.
So, what do you want me to say? So, it's like, what are you asking?
If in an ideal scenario, I would get a full-time job with the show that would provide health insurance, and I would be able to focus fully on the show, but while doing side gigs to earn extra money to live my life.
Okay. What do you think of that, Dave?
I think that's his second best option. I think his first best option is just asking for a salary with health benefits and being a full-time.
That's kind of what he asked.
No, he's asking,
isn't it?
Yeah,
No.
I guess it technically like as
More or
staying in a
less.
part-time job. Yeah, I guess that's technically.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you're
looking
right.
at like
if you're getting
staying in a-
if you're getting health benefits and like a full-time job,
You're a
like,
full-timer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
at that
not
point.
interested in you like going. And,
True.
Like it's your first priority. Like
Yeah,
if I need
right.
you to do
Of
something
course.
on Saturday, you're not selling hot dogs. Like you're
Of
not doing
course.
it that day.
Yeah.
But if there's nothing else going on, you go do whatever you want. I don't care.
Of course.
That doesn't bother me. I don't really see the role. I don't think Barstool is going to have. Maybe I'm naive. I don't think Barstool's going to have a very big issue with this.
No.
I didn't think the issue would be with Barstool.
With who?
I thought it might be with you.
In what way?
Allocating part of your budget.
Not wanting to bring on another full-time
Yeah,
person.
it makes me sick, but whatever. Like you're gonna you know what I always say about you. If I don't do it, I know what you're gonna do to yourself. So I know you're hanging that over me. So fine, like, whatever. I'll keep you alive. Great, wonderful, fantastic.
Certainly
More
not.
stress for me. Just we can
Certainly
pay
not.
Justin to
Certainly
sit
not.
there and
Certainly
stare at a
not.
computer. Great.
Oh, this guy, he's bested me. I never got health insurance.
You didn't?
Not here.
What do you need health insurance for?
Not today.
Yes.
Just a picture of health. It's fine. Let's see.
I've gotten lucky, and it hasn't come up, I guess. Yeah.
No, I mean, so what are you gonna do then, Dave?
What a weird. Like,
I know.
This is a good thing. It's a good thing.
This is what drives me nuts, though. This is what I'm saying.
Isn't that always like? I always felt like when I was in a part-time position, if I wanted to ask for a full-time job, like having that crutch of like, I just fucking need health insurance. Like he absolutely needs health insurance.
Yeah.
That helps you in your confidence, and he's not exuding that for some reason. I don't know why. He should be confident.
I get it.
He's doing great lately.
I'm probably the only one in the room that perfectly understands what Justin is feeling right
It's also
now.
possible he just doesn't really want the job.
I would love the job.
Okay.
If I may
first.
articulate his feelings right now.
Sure.
He knows that you haven't been in love with his performance lately, so he didn't want to come in here and say, hey, give me a raise and some health insurance.
I've never been overly impressed with his performance.
Well, that's my point. So he didn't want to come in and do that. He also doesn't want to negotiate about it on the show.
Well, this is what the show is.
I know, but he doesn't want to have to say things that he thinks he does for the show on air because he knows it'll be made
Well, what
fun
do you
of.
think you bring to the show?
He knows every aspect of what the show needs
So
for
does
production.
So does you know?
Okay.
I'm just so what?
Yeah, so
It's
what?
great.
He knows how to
Okay.
edit video. He knows how to live stream. He knows
Okay.
how
Am I asking you? I didn't ask you.
I'm trying to advocate
Okay,
for him.
well,
He's in a mood, clearly, so I think he needs a little prop up. That's all.
Why are you in the mood?
It's just stressful situation.
About what? The fact you're turning 26?
Correct.
Okay, well,
Well, he might be losing
I'm
his job.
47. Like this happens in life.
Were
so-
you stressed knowing you were going to bring up this conversation while you were doing the contest? Like, is that why you're in this mood? You're talking the same way
He was in a
now
mood
as you
yesterday,
were
too.
during the
You
contest.
act like a baby, honestly.
Yeah,
I know.
Like,
yes.
put the laptop down. Be a fucking adult and have a conversation. Like, I'm not going to hire you if you're going to be a baby. I don't want to hire babies. So I mean, like, what are we doing?
So I would.
What do you want?
A full-time job with full-time
Okay,
benefits.
good. Okay, that's a reasonable request. You've earned the right to make that request.
Yes.
That seems fair to me. We'll talk to Barstool and see what we can do.
Perfect.
I don't know. I mean, I have no problem doing that.
Yeah. Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe Barstool will be like, what? Why? I don't. But I mean, we have a pretty small bare bone operation here. I don't think they're really going to have a big issue. It's fucking God knows who's going to pay for it anyway. So
True.
as always, comes out of my end. So
Well, let's
great.
do a couple more live shows, you know?
No shit. I mean, I'm not seeing how much. I'm not seeing any checks from those either. So
So this whole charity thing about going across America, it's for us.
Maybe
I
you should
say
do it for
we should do
Justin.
it for us.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Just got his fucking hand out all the time
Yes,
anyway.
there we
so good.
go.
Let's just-
Raise
let's
the
just-
money for Justin.
Yeah, it's Justin's show.
Let's keep Justin alive.
Let's get Justin some money, right? Yeah, God forbid I make any fucking money from these live shows. I haven't seen a fucking dime from these Wilbur shows yet.
Let's insure Justin.
Yeah. You know.
That's interesting.
I texted Erica Nardini like a week and a half ago. I was like, can we talk about the Wilbur stuff? And she's like, yeah, I'll get back. I haven't heard from her since.
Oh, boy.
So I don't know. I'm on my own.
Yep.
Singing for my supper. But sure, yes, we'll talk to Barstool. Whatever you need, Justin. Lay all your requests to Dave.
Gotcha.
Every single one, because it's all about making you happy.
Nope.
And we'll make sure you get every penny, okay? Every single penny. Fantastic. Jesus Christ.
Now, if I may, that was his other concern, I'm sure. And I'm not speaking vicariously through him at all. Yeah. But he's now worried that if he does work here, you are going to despise him and take it out on him.
That is true. But despise him now. He's disappointing me. He's being a baby. I don't understand.
Yeah, this is tough.
What's so tough about it?
But it's not just this. You were a baby.
They
when
just
you
gave you a
walked in.
full-time job.
But you give him one, but I mean, we're going to try to.
No, I was stressed about because I was going through the map and everything.
So
That's not what you were stressed about.
Two separate
You're
issues
fucking
made you
full of
sound like a
shit.
baby.
Yes, no.
You were not fucking stressed out because you're looking at the map.
Mike, did I seem stressed before pre-show or anything?
Yesterday more so, I would say. Yesterday you seemed.
Mike, do you think you were stressed out because you're looking at a map of the United States?
No, I don't. I think it was that
He wasn't stressed before the show. He wasn't. But I just mean you're acting the exact same during both discussions.
Yeah, because that's how I act when I'm stressed.
But before the show, you didn't know about the map.
If you were me, would you hire you full time and give you benefits?
No.
It's a fair point. It's a case well made.
Which is why this is a tough conversation to have.
This is, understand, a charity hire.
I would understand that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I've done it before.
Justin and I are going to build this out.
Never. No specific time. Well, I mean, look who's producing the show now.
The second
charity hire. God. Justin, you will what?
Justin and I will plan this out. Like, there'll be roles and what else can we do? What can we add in addition to whatever?
I assume Justin's
I'm satisfied. It should go smoothly.
Wow, hired. So I imagine Justin will not be working very hard until he gets his deal, right? Or no?
That is a lie.
Sitting out.
I'm just asking.
Sitting out of training camp.
True. That is not true.
What?
Justin is a hard worker. That would never impact him in any way.
Okay.
Ever.
They're going to say, again, as I've said before, they're going to say that this is the guy who cost you $30,000, right?
And we're going to say we had a second show through the graciousness of Kirk Minahan. We had a second show. We made up the losses for that.
But they're going
back.
But then they're going to say, well, actually, if that hadn't happened, that would just be another show where you just had net profits. It still costs us that much.
I'm just saying, if you don't bring this up, I feel like you're fine. I don't think they're going to notice.
I want to be completely forthright with them. I will tell them everything. All right, well, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine to do it. We'll try. We'll see. I don't think maybe. I don't think Justin's, unless Justin's salary ask is insane. I don't know it. Yeah. I mean, I'm paying it. I should probably know it.
Yep. Right.
Do we have an idea or no? If you want to say it live on the air, that's completely fine.
Yeah, I have an idea.
Okay. Is it significantly more than you're making now?
It's a little bit more.
Okay. Why don't you text it to Dave right now? Do you know it, Dave, or no?
I don't know the number.
Text what you think it should be right now to me, Dave.
Me text your number?
Text the number you think it
this
should
is a
be
fun
to me.
game.
Okay.
Justin will text it to Dave, and we'll see how we do.
I do hate this stuff.
Slide it on a piece of paper.
Okay. Did you text it, Justin?
I just texted to Dave.
Dave?
Okay.
Why don't you text it to me? Sure.
Text you his?
Sure.
Justin and I are developing quite the chemistry.
I can tell.
Same.
Okay. Split the difference, man.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, God. Okay. So that's just, I mean, you do understand that's just me writing you that check, plus the insurance.
Correct.
Okay. Glad you understand that.
Even if he doesn't have a feeling, he might eventually.
Okay. It's a 6-figure request, Mike.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty
Now,
good.
I will say this. Can I say it?
Is it going to annoy me?
Probably.
Okay, because I'm already annoyed. I want to fire
Why don't
everyone
we
in
just
this
go
show.
for it? Why don't
No,
we
go
just
ahead.
go for it?
Yeah, let's go all in.
Okay.
I want to fire Mike. He doesn't even work for me.
You seem to be...
That might be all you have
I
left.
might work with Mike. I might join blindmike.net.
It might just be you and me in this room.
Actually,
How much cut would you give me if I joined blindmike.net? Every new subscriber, do I get 30%?
I mean, you can have 50%.
50? Wow, 50%, Mike? Thank you. Wow. I talked to Gerry yesterday on the phone a little bit. Jerry's like, yeah, Craig said this last week he did of shows was the most listened to they've ever had. Jerry's like, I think it might have something to do with the fact that you were on one of the days. Okay, you fucking think so, idiot? Craig's like, but Craig said, but he's like,
Craig's like, I can't figure out these numbers.
But then Gerry said, Craig said Friday's show is even bigger than the show you were on. I was like, okay.
Well, that's
whatever.
good.
I don't give a shit. Then I won't go on anymore. Jesus, what were you gonna say, Dave?
I'm going back in time a little bit. However, you do seem to be into this whole YouTube live streaming thing lately.
Well, I'm just doing it just to do it.
I know, but I'm just like if you look into a Barstool control room, there's usually like 4 people behind that control room for the live streaming. There's multiple cameras or whatever. Our system, like,
are we now making up reasons to give Justin
not
a job?
making up reasons. The reality is, like, your live stream right now is static. It's you and Mike on a screen, right, on YouTube. You probably don't care, but
special effects.
No, you don't care. You don't care. But Barstool back in HQ cares. They have multiple people running their shows.
The show's
on
finally
live
turning
stream.
a profit, like a real profit, and Justin is now going to just, with his gross
Take some for
demands,
himself.
he's going to, with his health insurance, there's no bigger health risk in this guy. He's going to be, he's paying for his goddamn lap band surgery. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, all right, fine. Let's do it. Great.
Now, my question would be, why do it if you don't want? Why do it begrudgingly?
Because I like to have it over him. That's why.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I figured that.
honest.
I figured that was the answer. I just wanted to hear.
There's any mystery to it. No, I like him. I know he likes the show. He's a good guy. He's worked hard for us. So I would be happy. I mean, if he had said this at any point. But my point, Mike, is like at some point he should have just said it. Like, hey, I think I'm ready for a full-time job, as opposed to like, I'm gonna be 26 in a month. Is not to me a great reason. Like, it's a great reason for him, but it's not a great reason for me as a boss.
Well, right. That's why he was nervous about bringing it up, because it was a selfish.
Well, that's why I'm bringing it up.
It was and I don't mean this in a negative way.
But why do I care if he's 30? I mean, like, I understand that, but like,
well, you don't. But he knows you
don't.
Well,
Right.
and I'm not saying it's negatively selfish, but it's a selfish. It's only about him, which is why he doesn't want to say like, "Hey, can you help me out?" He was just saying, "I have to do this."
True. Yes. Yeah. Right. I understand that. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Who would have thought?
I don't know what to say. I don't.
I'm happy he got it off his chest. One of the all-time worst pitches in the history of
I
full-time.
don't even know what this. I don't even know. You went in with me and Carlson Mosey's and f-bombed your way through an interview. Was a better pitch.
Got the job.
Yeah, it was a better pitch than this.
It didn't happen, but I get
You
your,
did.
I
But
get your point.
I don't even know.
You know what? Fuck this. Why am I being so supportive? Get Eric and Nardini on the phone. make this fucker dance for some money.
No kidding. Jesus. I mean, I mean, if they said like, so I don't know. So let's say my buddy Pat, In and Out, his podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many people work for that?
3, 4.
I'd say 4.
Okay,
probably.
so I mean, I think
I'm
we have
including the
guys.
host.
I think we have 2 people work for this.
Yeah.
Which is if Mike want. I mean,
The
if
live
Mike,
stream alone, I'm not. If you
Mike
want
wanted a job, he could have a job. Like I've said it before.
passing around,
He's handing out jobs today.
No, instead of Justin.
Quit bitching about doing live shows if you want a fucking job.
Well, that's true. Yeah, well, that's a good point.
I like
He
that liberty.
thinks he's bigger than life.
I do like that liberty.
Yes, I want Mike in a, like in, those motorcycles, like those side seats?
Yes.
I want Mike with Justin in the motorcycle, Mike on the side seat, just eating almonds all across the country.
I believe
Next
we
to-
discussed that
yes,
before. I'd
next
have
to-
my goggles on and a scarf.
And then I want you eating your almonds and
Yeah.
just like, talking about comedy the entire time across country. I think you could do that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Dave, that like, do you feel like you've made the pitch for Justin's job more than Justin has today?
Oh my god,
That was obvious. Yeah, that's been obvious the whole
And I
time.
feel bad because I feel like he hates me for doing it, but it's
He
also,
seems annoyed that you got him.
I know, I don't get it. I don't
You got
really
him a
strange.
salary and health insurance.
Justin seems almost ashamed that he's asking for a job. I don't really get it. That's annoying. That's the part that's annoying to me.
Right.
If you came in, you're like, hey, I've worked hard for the show. I've done this. This is happening, by the way, and I need this job, or I have to do this, which I don't want to do. I was like, great, let's figure it out. But instead, it's like,
Well, the fear is if he does that and says these are the things I do for the show, I think you take a litany of calls that suggest he may not do those things.
like what?
You know what I mean?
Like,
well, people would bring up 29,000. Like that.
Well, sure,
But to your point, there are multiple people working on all these shows at Barstool. We have, we're live streaming right now, and we're not switching cameras. We're not
Okay, I
putting
got you,
graphics
Dave, we
on.
got it, I got it, I got
That's
it,
like
I
a
got it.
real fucking thing, though.
Sure, but that's not his biggest value to the show.
No, but that's a real job during the show. Like, that's a real reason for somebody to be here.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it's not.
So he does that and more. You're saying.
Yes. He will do that and more. Yes.
All right. Well, I hope so.
Oh,
We'll
he's been
find-
holding
so
We were talking about technology yesterday. Right now, we are an audio first product. We
Right.
should be a video first
Well, I don't agree
product.
with that,
and that
but-
could, well, No, I'm talking about like yesterday. Take away the technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about them. Take away the technical issues. Alex Bennett should have come up on our video system yesterday.
You screwed that up, yeah.
You think whatever you want.
Sure.
But she should have come up on our video system. That's how our studio should be built. It's not built that way right now. Justin can take over that responsibility.
Okay.
That would make sense to their tech team.
I guess so. Well, the moment it'll be, yeah. I can't wait.
Are you at all annoyed that you weren't part of this tech talk with Dave and Justin?
Yeah, I'm very upset. Devastated by that. So, I don't know, but I don't like pouty Justin. I'll say that. That annoys me.
I understand. I see it from both perspectives.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really, I guess I don't.
There's something else going on. Like, it's not even a
I
question.
guess, right,
It's not
Justin?
even a question.
This is where he cries and says his grandmother has cancer. Come on, Justin. Get it over with.
No, everything's fine.
So then why are you acting like this?
It's just a stressful situation.
What's stressful?
It's
What?
hard to ask for a job in which you don't think you deserve.
Oh, well, we agree you don't deserve
Yes.
it. Nobody
Get
thinks you
over it.
deserve it.
Well, I can't get over it.
You can get over it. Like, talk. Like, we can barely hear what you're saying.
I was talking about
yes.
a job I don't deserve. Like, when I said pity party,
Yeah.
Michael, but I was right.
Yes, and you were right when you said that about me. So Justin should be saying you do deserve a job. Like, you think you
Of
do
course
a good.
he does. As Mike did.
The
He
shit
does.
you do a good job at, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so that's why you would deserve a job.
You don't think you deserve this job?
And if they,
I don't think there's 40 hours.
well, then he wouldn't hire you.
Well, then forget it then. Okay, good.
Yeah,
We're
he
going
would.
to build it. We're going to find it.
This is
There
a
are
lot
things-
easier when it's
there are
not you.
things- There are things we are
Me?
not
No,
doing.
you. Yeah, right.
There are things we are not doing that we should be doing. If we're going to live stream, we should do it fucking right.
Yeah,
Like other Barstool shows do it. We're not built that way now.
And by the way, you could find very easily we could use this YouTube channel that's got all subscribers, the main one, and do shows on. You can find 40 hours a week. You can work 40 hours a week.
And I
Trust me.
said we will build that together. We will build that strategy when he's going to then bring that to you.
If he
and
gets
to
the job,
Barstool.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Well, that's part of
and
trying to get the
and I
job.
don't know Barstool's role. They've been pretty hands off.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like Eric and RD didn't really care if Blind Mike pitched himself to her.
You know,
back
Dave,
then.
the more I realize that, the more disappointed I am in this.
I think Portnoy still thinks Mike works for the company. So
He said as much, yeah.
So I don't think that's going to matter. If Justin, it's they're adding employees left and right, which is great, but I don't think Justin is going to be a problem. I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
If it is, then we'll have it out. I guess
Yep.
that's fine. All right, I guess
We'll have Justin's back. He won't have his own back for some reason. But
Well, I mean, if somebody said to you, Dave, you want to hire somebody and pay them a salary, again, it's not $1 million, but it's a salary, in insurance, and they said, yeah, I don't think it's really a 40-hour-a-week job. Would you give them that job?
It's tough.
It's a
Like
different.
we're looking to create,
It's a different scenario, but it doesn't sound good.
right,
for anybody.
So you only get a full-time job, Justin.
What I currently do now.
So we will just stop. Wait, we got this. Justin and I.
I don't want to lie. I don't want to come out here and
You're not
lie.
lying. You're not lying. You would improve the product of the Kirk Minahan show for other reasons than what
Well,
you're
he's already
displaying
here.
today.
Why hasn't he done that yet?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. We could have started turning this over somehow to video first with him here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell the truth when you
No,
have
that's
to.
fair. That's fair.
If it comes down to it, Justin, then they can't hire you till, say, let's just say Barstool says we can't do it till October 1st. Can you work for a month without insurance?
It's really rolling the dice.
I can try not to break a leg.
Okay. I'm just saying, I don't know if you're on any meds right now, right?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm just saying I don't know. Maybe it won't be an issue. Maybe it will. Or September 15th or something. I mean, it's already August 9th.
Yep.
So we shall see. I don't know. What do you think, Mike? What's your overall take on it?
Yeah, I don't think he gave himself a great pitch, and I've been there, but I don't know the construct of Barstool or what comes out of your end and all that shit, but like I would want if I was doing a show, I would want Justin working.
It all comes out of my end.
Right.
Every dollar of it comes out of my
Well, then that I can't answer.
But I'm happy to do it. Like I'm not saying I wouldn't do it.
But that's what I'm saying. That I can't factor
Did
in
you
what
see
your
that, though?
finances are. You
Do
know?
you see that? Like, do you see the health insurance stuff? Like, when they sent that stuff recently that you referenced, like, do you see health insurance costs? Do you get hit
Yeah,
for that?
it's
Okay.
all in there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I just
So,
didn't
and that's that's fine. I'm happy to I'm happy to do it if somebody's going to work for me. That's the least I can do. I mean, if they're working for me, but if they can't work, if they feel like they can't make it a 40-hour-a-week job, then I know they're not going to work 40 hours a week though.
I was told
He was
by
kidding.
Dave when I started this to limit my time.
Yeah, he's working part time.
Well, sure,
So,
that makes sense right now because it's a part-time job.
No, but I know as the producer that there are things that we could do to make that a 40-hour-week job.
Again, I don't think Dave's worked a 40-hour week since he started here. Come on, truth. What?
There's a lot that goes into planning the show. I'm sorry.
I'd say the other problem with that is that there could be just a week where you decide it's not a 40-hour. Like, we're not doing YouTube or whatever. You know?
For sure. Absolutely.
Actually, come September, it could be a
Could
5-day-a-week program.
be. Yeah, it could be if Alex Bennett, steps up. Still not sure what Alex Bennett was talking about with that second bet.
Yeah, I don't know.
With the second round knockout thing. I'm a little confused by that.
Yeah, well, I don't think you agreed to it, so I think you're off the hook.
Right. But she was just being a bitch, right, Dave, according to you?
No, she's about to beat up a bitch.
Well, she's definitely going to beat up a bitch.
Well, you called her one as well.
I said like this bitch. That's not like calling somebody a bitch. That's not. Yeah. You make it visceral for some reason. I don't know why.
Yes, Seinfeld over here. Jesus Christ. You ever noticed? It's not this bitch. It's a bitch.
We have Allbirds today as well, right?
That's
perfect sneaker.
That is correct.
Made with premium natural materials, designed with a breathable knit that keeps your feet cool, super lightweight. I felt great this morning, I will say that. Making the perfect pair to take along on any adventure. Effortless everyday style. The tree runners are the ones I've been wearing. You should go look at them right now. Go to allbirds.com. You'll buy them, trust me. ALLBIRDS.com, allbirds.com. Your favorite shoe for sunny days and upcoming travel at allbirds.com. Get moving right now. Go get your Allbirds. ALLBIRDS.com, allbirds.com. All right, what else is going on? I mean, we're done with this thing. Now I'm convinced this cross-country is not going to happen.
Why? I think we can.
Justin has sucked the life out of this shit.
I think if Justin was typing those tweets, they'd be a little more proficient.
Oh, yeah. Who wrote that?
Thank you.
Is that you?
It was a mistake. That's all.
There's more than one.
Oh, well, that one. That stuff kind of happens more often, like where you catch it enough to delete it.
It's hard to even tell whose fault it is.
No, but that one.
What are you saying?
No, like sometimes you'll have like a typo and you can catch it within like 30 seconds, and that is what it is. If somebody screenshots it, you do it over. This one was different where I didn't go back to, I accidentally tweeted it when normally I would edit it and then tweet it. It was an accident. And by the time I realized that there was enough engagement on the tweet where I was like, I just got to own this. Like,
well, sure.
Yeah.
But the part that there was the thing I was hung up on was the phrasing of about a beat up a bitch or whatever. Like you're talking like the kids.
No, but
did you mean about to beat up someone, or did you?
No, that's how the kids.
I have to go back and So I'm multitasking when I write the first. Let's call it draft.
Trudell fell, invalidates the car challenge by falling asleep.
Fuck you, Mike.
Just Alex Bennett is about to beat up someone.
Pitched Justin for a job, and I thought I was going to escape.
He wanted to change the subject.
It's disturbing.
It was a rough draft, and accidentally, as you're multitasking other things, and I wish I caught it within 30 seconds, and I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I apologize for that. It should never have that look. So.
Thank you. That's fine. Well, see, that's how you do it. Fine. Yeah. So Gerry had his moment last night. Huh?
I heard about this.
Finally,
yes.
I didn't see it.
Well, not really.
Or close enough. I mean, this idea now, Gerry's making out Will Cain like he's, This is the more nice thing about Will Cain is about me in the last 8 years, in the last 12 hours. Because this guy Will Cain, who stinks, he's a drip.
Yeah. Did he say, the truth is I'd prefer to be on with Will Cain over Tucker Carlson?
Right. So he was on last night talking about Trump stuff, or no?
He was.
So why hasn't Hunter Biden been raided by the FBI? Gerry Callahan is a radio host in Massachusetts, and he joins us now. Gerry, great to see you.
What a vague introduction.
A radio host in Massachusetts. Sturbridge's finest.
Hey, drive around Massachusetts, you might hear him.
Orange, Massachusetts, 14:20 a.m. Gerry Callahan's a radio host.
Is that Dave would know better. Is that the fault of Craig, you think?
No. First of all, I don't think Craig was involved in
That's
it.
a killer. That's a killer. He wanted that Gerry Callahan podcast.
Right. That has to be in there.
That's of course. Yeah. I mean, that's devastating.
I think a producer just reached out to him, and then he just said yes, and he didn't fine tune that. He didn't say like.
Sure, it's not fine-tuned, that's for sure. Yeah.
It'd be great if they said Massachusetts resident Gerry Callahan.
Gerry Callahan hosts a radio show in the Northeast.
Well, actually,
Gerry Callahan hosts something somewhere. He joins us right now.
Didn't he say
he's on a medium?
Or is he?
Didn't he say Bittman was going to put him on radio? So is it possibly factual?
My conversations, that doesn't seem to be the case. But I guess it's possible.
Maybe Will Cain knows more.
Interesting.
That's true. Maybe. Yeah.
It is obvious, Will. It couldn't be more obvious. You don't have, speculation when it comes to Hunter. You have his actual laptop. You have photographs, videos. He videotaped everything. That was his thing. So there's not a lot of gray area there. And not only do they not raid Hunter, not only do they not arrest him, but no one expects them to.
Let me get this straight. So again, I don't really. I mean, they're both whatever. But so according to these, so they're mad that Trump said that they raided Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
Right? Yep. So what Gerry is saying, and my guy Will Cain, is if they had raided Hunter Biden's place, right, and got all his stuff, a few months ago, if they had raided Trump's place last night, these guys would have said, listen, that's fair game. They already looked at Hunter Biden.
Tit
We're
for tat.
totally comfortable with them. That
No
seems
problem.
So they're good with that, right?
Yes.
I'm just trying to keep up with these guys. Okay.
See, I think what we're dealing with today is, R.I.P. FBI. It feels like
wow.
it's over.
Hold on. Wow.
That was written out.
Whoa. Yes.
No, stealing from Justin Trudeau. That's
right.
Jerry was going. What I go with Jerry too in these situations is I didn't really watch. I just saw a couple of pictures of it. Jerry was going like retired military dress casual too. True or false, Dave?
Very true.
He had like that. He had like that pressed like jacket, like without the tie, but like he
And my
looked
dress
like,
blues on.
The hair was like that. He was like wearing what his hero there, the guy who shot Bin Laden.
Oh,
the guy's been arrested for drunk driving
O'Neill?
like 70
O'Neill,
times. Yeah, Robert O'Neill. I'm sure he's an American hero. But that's the kind of stuff those guys wear. It's like what Kevin Bacon wore in the movie Taking Chance, where he goes out to have beers with the guys. That's like the retired military guy outfit, which is great. Jerry should sell that outfit. But go ahead. So he's saying this moment is when the FBI can rest in peace.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
See, I think what we're dealing with today is, R.I.P. FBI. It feels
It's
like
so
it's
great if
over.
Jerry had been like, listen, Will, I know I want to talk about this, but like, I never got a chance to do this. I have 6 more ideas for Adam Carolla. Here's the first one.
Listen, I know the Coke thing was hack.
Look,
Just hear me out.
It didn't work, okay? We were spitballing.
How great would it have been if he had that big line prepared, R.I.P. FBI, and Will Cain said, what do you mean by that? Just took the rug out from under.
Right. It would awesome. Will Cain be like, Jerry, that's really ridiculous to say about the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Like, what kind of American are you saying
They're
that?
obviously going to still function.
What would great if Jerry had been like, you know what, R.I.P. FBI. And they say, wait 1 second. Takes a sip of his coffee. I love the FBI. I love America. Jerry, we're trying to do a real conversation here. Oh, are we? One moment. This is good shit.
Are we, Will, or are we live from New York? It's Saturday night.
The weekend is here. We'll be right back. Will Cain's like, we gotta get this guy off TV. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
I got canceled.
Oh, that's what I wished. Did you ever see there was like a week where Letterman kept saying, like, we have Norm Macdonald as a guest, and at the end of the show, he'd be like, we couldn't get to Norm tonight, and they show him the dressing room?
Yeah, it's like the old Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Yeah. But I wish they did that with Jerry, but, like, he wasn't in on it.
Right.
Like, they just kept booking him on this show, and he was never on.
He was nervous yesterday because he thought he was going on, then this whole thing happened, and then he was,
I was surprised that Tucker didn't come back for that.
Yeah, that's surprising.
They treated
that
they treated that like that was a monster story.
Yeah, it was weird.
It kind of is, but
yeah, I mean,
what is the reason?
Are we sure Trump's telling the truth? I'm not really paying attention to it.
Well, Eric Trump is the one who tipped him off to it. He must be telling the truth.
Who did?
Eric Trump.
Oh, Eric Trump. Eric Trump. Okay, all right. Well, back to this talk show that's taking America by storm. Will and Jerry. Let's hear more about
that everybody has to
Will
understand.
Cain used to be at ESPN.
ESPN, right?
Yeah, he's a total bore. I mean,
He might be a fan. I think he followed me or the show account or something.
So he's a fan of yours, you're saying?
No, I'm assuming Kirk Minahan's show. Because this was a couple years
he's terrific. He's a huge talent. I don't know what I'm going to say. I mean, but Jerry
thought that might
tweeted
change your
like him sucking off Will Cain on Twitter was so embarrassing. Did you see that?
I did. It wasn't a good
It
look.
was like, Will Cain's not a good man. He's a great man. What he did last night rivals Cronkite after. Like, he was like, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah, he didn't really do anything. I'm sure he did fine. I'm sure he's a nice guy and everything, but what the hell?
Dab a tear from his cheek.
Jesus. Did Rachel Maddow do a great job? She was on last night.
She was.
Yeah.
He follows Dave.
What's that?
He follows Dave Cullinane.
Follow me?
Will Cain follows me?
Oh, it's probably
Maybe
the whole
that's
Jerry.
He
one.
follows Blobe. He follows Sporty R. McKenzie.
But does he follow 10,000
Doesn't
people?
follow me?
No.
Does he follow 1 million people?
No, he follows
Yeah, see? I knew there was something like that.
1,300.
That's a lot, but not a crazy
That's a big
thing.
get.
Is it Blow the guy who shot up the guys at the Wilbur?
No.
He follows
Looking at
Blobe.
my family details.
Follows, Blobe, Sporty R. McKenzie, Turtle Boy, Gerry Callahan, Big Cat, and Dave.
So he loves me then. If he's only supporting our Mackenzie, right?
I would think. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I thought so.
What the fuck?
Means he unfollowed me.
Book Will Cain, please.
Lock.
Jesus Christ.
You'll be getting a Jimmy Stewart type tweet from me later.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, Will Cain, that's Tucker Carlson's cock taste, you asshole. What was that, Jerry? All right, go ahead. Let's hear more.
They're the partisan, militant wing of the Biden
It is weird with these
administration.
shows, like I say this all the time, but these people watching on both sides are just being told the same fucking thing over and over.
Right.
Like you think the FBI is like left leaning and the media is like, no shit. Like what? I don't, like Jerry's doing fine, I guess. But does he bring anything? Does it say Gerry Callahan, like RET, like Colonel, or what does it say? Does he have the
Massachusetts correspondent?
Does he have the
on his Chiron or whatever they call those things?
Yeah, does he have all the all his stars and all his pins on there?
I didn't see those. Hair looked good though. Give him that.
His forehead looked good.
Yeah, that tweet was great.
That was funny. Go ahead.
And I would remind everybody that about 3 hours ago, Will, Joe Biden couldn't put on his sport coat. He
was so happy
He's
about this,
not-
I bet.
I don't think he's controlling things here. And that's a question we got to ask. I mean, you can get to that. Who's calling the shots here? Another question I have is,
how good is this fucking coffee? I mean, here's a question. I mean, if you're Will, he's like Shark Tank. Well, I have some samples for you. Will's like, Jerry, I'm not in the same room as you right now.
Ironhead, where'd you get this stuff?
Look, Will, I understand why I'm here. Okay, I'm here to present the Gerry Callahan show. I'm asking for 15% for $180,000. Will's like, Jerry, I'm not sure this is the right show.
Massachusetts radio host and barista, Gerry Callahan.
It's Bug the Chug in a mug. It sells itself.
You see, Will, Bug the Chug is my pet dog who's been shot.
You shot! That's funny.
It's a hero.
Go ahead.
anyone really believe the new 87,000 IRS agents are going to go after billionaires and corrupt corporations when you see how they don't hesitate to militarize?
Let me ask you a
the weapon-
question. Does he mention the name Jeffrey Epstein at all or no?
He doesn't mention him by name. Per se.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Here, I'll go.
About this, I've heard a lot of your guests talk about Hillary Clinton's deleting the emails. Obviously, Donald Trump pointed that out. Bill Clinton went to, Pedophile Island, a couple dozen times. You don't even expect an investigation, let alone a raid. And with Hunter Biden, this always blows my mind. We don't need an investigation. It's right there in front of you. They handed it to you, Christopher Wray. We see.
So I
the
guess my
videos.
question is, so
We know-
I don't dispute that, but this is called moving the goalposts. What does that have to do with whether or not Donald Trump's innocent or I'm not saying Trump is innocent or guilty, but what does one have to do with the other?
Well, that's what I'm surprised they didn't focus on more like, what is this for?
Because
like, what would they find in his home?
I think they might be like, I have no idea, but I'm guessing the people at Fox might be like, well, we probably shouldn't talk because who the fuck knows? But what we can
Right.
do is, by the way, MSNBC does this too when something bad happens at Biden. Like, well, what about Trump?
Right.
And then they say, well, what about Biden? What about Hillary's emails? What about Bill Clinton fucking Monica Lewinsky? Like, they could do it forever, but it's like, well, like, what does that have to do with what happened with Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah. But to be fair to Jerry, the regular people that aren't Minifans watching this at home are eating this up.
Oh, my God. They are wetting their pants.
This guy's good.
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. Wow.
Who's this spry young voice?
So, Jerry, did Craig film the shot? Because I saw when he was first on. Jerry literally lands a military plane and salutes and then walks onto the set. Did Craig film that or no?
Mission accomplished.
Commander Callahan ready for service. I love that. I just like the idea of Jerry putting that jacket on. Just be like, yep, this is it. Everything's going to change right
shades.
here. Now, does he get any bump at all from this? The show was not promoted.
The show was not promoted.
The Twitter account, I'm sure, wasn't given out.
I tweeted out. I checked his name,
Other
his
than us,
handle.
other than us, like promoting it, like, does it get any? I hope it does for him.
What I
do hope
think
it
the
does.
bump would be is if he does Tucker 5 or 6 times.
Oh, sure.
And then
of course.
Then there are fans that are like, oh, I know this guy. Let me check out his podcast.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry, like, if they like him, if in like 8 months from now he's like 400,000 like right wing Twitter followers.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Like, I
didn't get the vibe. Like yesterday, I searched his name and his handle, and there wasn't a lot of activity.
It wasn't like any crazy, like, I like this guy. There wasn't
a lot of any of it, no. And that's not a shot at him. That's more at Fox News. That's
Right, and
not
I saw a tweet this
Right.
morning. I think you sent it to me. You retweeted it. So it was the lowest rated Tucker show ever last night, right?
Yes.
Which is weird given the
I didn't
size
tweet
of
it.
the
That was
story.
private information.
Yeah, I mean, given the size, I was very surprised.
To be
In one
fair, Tucker
segment-
wasn't on. You
Well,
know?
the other segments did fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
it's
the highest rated.
Yeah,
no.
lowest rated segment in cable history.
Oh, no.
Yeah, lost to Bill O'Reilly beat head to head last night.
So far today, Gerry Callahan has gained 167 Twitter followers.
That's
There you go.
That's
Which
good.
is more than yet. Like yesterday, he gained 16. Day before, 44. So something's going on.
That's good.
That's what I'm
sign.
saying.
I
Then
like
you go
seeing
5.
that.
You pile that on a few appearances when Tucker's actually on.
I would say the biggest benefit.
You need that name. You need the Gerry Callahan podcast if you're going. Like that's a bad. I don't know if that's Jerry or.
Yep.
Yeah, do they normally do that? That was weird.
I almost wonder, should he have been wearing like a polo shirt with his logo on it?
Yeah, God knows how he would
you
have
got to
done that.
protect yourself just in case or something like that.
I would think.
I would say his biggest benefit from that hit was right after him was one of the Trump, Lara Trump was right after him. So the Trump family was watching that segment.
Oh, you think they liked that?
I think they liked it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Larry Trump's the one that looks like Brandy Love, right?
Yes.
Yes. Huh.
Yep.
That's interesting. You think the President Trump, who Jerry has met before?
Yep.
You think President Trump saw that and was like, "Wow, I kind of
like that guy. He's defending me. He's pivoting to Hunter Biden effectively."
Former military guy. Could Jerry be his next vice president? Has a lot. I can confirm has a
interesting.
lot in common with Mike Pence, his last vice president. A lot.
Sure, yeah.
So I could see that.
Remember that
Oh,
one?
that's
I was there for
It's
it.
weird. I was just about to ask that about that clip. So that is directed at Jerry.
Yes, that was us the day at the White House. So we're down at after they do the thing for the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
Very weird day. Hernandez killed himself like 6 hours earlier.
Right.
So they're up top at on a balcony. President Trump, Jonathan, Robert Kraft, and they're whispering, and then they're yelling. It's me. It's a bunch of us. Thornton's there, Jerry's there, and Jonathan Kraft says, "This is Gerry Callahan. Like he really supported you." And Trump says, "Thank you, Jerry."
Okay.
And Thornton was like, "No problem." And Jerry's like, "No, Jerry with a G." I was like, "Jerry, we're all fucking around. Like what do you care?"
That's pretty fun. Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, it was funny. Oh,
that's very
maybe
funny.
Thornton was everywhere that day. And for some reason, he just kept hanging around us. We went and saw. Oh my God, I'm forgetting the guy's name. Jesus, the short guy.
Spicer.
Yeah,
Sean Spicer.
we took a picture of him.
Oh,
Thornton
right.
was there. Jerry was like, "What the fuck is Thornton doing here?" I'm like, "He was there for. I think he was there for Barstool, right?"
Probably.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a Patriots thing. So.
Yeah,
Because I heard that clip 10 million times, obviously, but I never quite knew the origin. I just assumed he said Jerry, and you guys applied it to Jerry.
Very weird day. Because the Hernandez thing was so odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Spicer is like a day one EEI guy.
Yeah, he
He's
loved
Rhode
he
Island,
loved
right?
the show. Yeah, and he loved Jerry. Loved Jerry.
Yep.
He was a dick, by the way, in person.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy surprising.
No, but those guys are usually fake nice. He was just a dick.
Right.
Because my cousin went to school with him in Rhode Island at Portsmouth Abbey, I think, a private school, and they were the same age. And I said, "Oh, it was my cousin." He was like, "Oh yeah," and he just like, I was like, "Oh, fuck you then, idiot, fucking 3-foot prick, asshole." So anyway, well, that's good for Jerry. Anything else from there or no?
You know who's worried? Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., anybody in Trump's universe, they're afraid of the 6 a.m. raid where they're in their boxer shorts and CNN's across the street. I guess Donald Trump was lucky. At least he wasn't in his underwear and with a CNN camera watching it come out of Mar-a-Lago. At least he didn't reach that point. But who knows?
Jerry wanted a better
next.
line there. He wanted to nail that, but he didn't quite get there.
I like Jerry's appeal to the common man, though. Like, well, I mean, sure, regular folk can't relate to Donald Trump, but they might go after Eric
Trump, yeah. So they're in your underwear.
Imagine that.
I think Jerry thinks he's gonna bust down the house and Trump's gonna be there in his underwear. Fucking. Does Trump still have? Does he have Secret Service still?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has it for life, doesn't he?
Right. That's why I think some people can elect not to have it. Right.
Oh, I guess so.
Point being, the FBI is gonna jump into his bed and tackle him. I don't think.
Yeah, there might be a battle.
Oh, isn't this wonderful?
Thank you, Mr. President. When are we getting him on?
I reached back out, but nothing yet.
He said he's not going to come on until Justin gets
reads
job.
these messages.
Is he flipping houses? Is that what's going on? He's remodeling houses? No.
Hey, we got a lock yesterday, so.
Who's that? Oh, that's right. Can you want to announce that or no?
Nope. That's your thing to do. It's in your hands now. I did my job.
You feel comfortable with announcing it?
I want to hear.
mean,
August 31st.
I sent a calendar invite.
August 31st. Kevin O'Leary will be on the show.
Really?
Yes. Wonderful news.
That's exciting, Mr. Wonderful.
Be a good way to
In
end
studio?
August. I was hoping for, we could get more, some dead weight gone at the end of August as well, but evidently not. So it's looking to be a celebration finally, but now it's just a day of mourning, essentially.
Did that.
But did I really though? I mean, what were you doing in that situation?
We should play Justin for Mr. Wonderful and see what
Hey,
he
you should
thinks
make a
about
pitch
that.
for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
a good point.
very interesting.
That's a good point. My name's Justin Trudell. I want this job on the Kirk Minahan Show. What value do you bring?
I
is
like
what you
that
would
a
say.
lot.
Yeah,
That's very
Are
interesting.
you up for that, Justin?
Sure, of course. Will he be in studio?
No, he'll be over the Zoom or whatever. Yeah.
He's got a season to promote, huh?
I don't know why they don't want us to come to him. I offered that, but
maybe he's a.
He'll
who
be
knows?
back in Boston. So we do this. Then when he's back in Boston, other opportunities.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Milton's is here. That's always good. The store for men has everything you need to stay cool and look good this summer, from polos to t-shirts to shorts. Listen, all this stuff. I say to tell you, just go to the Miltons, okay? You go there, you want to look good, you want to wear some nice summer clothes, you want to get ready for the fall, you have weddings, you want to get a suit, buy one, get one free. You want Faraday, you want, is that my chair?
I think so.
You hear that squeaking?
Yeah.
I heard.
It'll take 40 hours to fix it. Take about 10 minutes, but people are too busy, I guess, doing nothing, so I don't know.
He doesn't have the job yet.
The fucking Todd Augustus on some wrap-up show as opposed to finding new guests, but whatever, who cares? Social Plaza, I don't, God knows. Social Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill. Now open at the Burlington Mall, or go online to Miltons.com. Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, or get your suit separates right now. Buy one, get one free. Your shoe sales as well. Anything you want. Great place. They help us out. They help you out. You help them out. It's the best thing you can do. Go to Milton and spend some money, okay? You're going to look great. You're going to feel great. You're going to help out a great partner. Go to Miltons.com right now. Get moving. Or their stores. Burlington, Massachusetts, the Burlington Mall. Braintree, Massachusetts, the South Shore Plaza. Or Chestnut Hill Square at the Chestnut Hill location. Please, Milton's. I implore you to go. I beg you to go, please. The store for men. What else?
Did he tell you, by the way, what he was supposed to talk about originally? Like what his topic was?
Who was he?
Jerry.
Oh,
yes,
right.
I didn't care about it.
Was it something random? Because there was nothing
like,
going on.
It was,
I thought it was something
about,
weed.
it was marijuana for kids in school or something.
Some high schools, they just passed this act. Which
Jerry said it was elementary school, he told me.
Well,
That seems
the
odd.
the bill I read said high school. Where
Okay.
If you're prescribed medical marijuana, you'll be able to take it in school.
Well, it doesn't seem, I hate to seem young and liberal, but it doesn't seem that.
If you're prescribed it,
Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, Jerry's like, they're giving it to 6-year-olds or something. So I don't know.
I mean, I guess you could be prescribed for a bullshit reason, which I assume kids generally aren't. But why is that different than saying like they have anti-anxiety medication?
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure one publication found some example where some teacher said that maybe they should do it in 5th grade or something.
Why would Jerry be the voice of that subject?
They're probably like it's Massachusetts. They've tried to get them on before, maybe.
Yeah,
I feel like they probably for Will Cain added like an extra segment. You know what I mean? Like it
Oh, you
probably
think?
added like an extra block so that
book
it had
anyone-
another story just in
Yeah.
case ready.
Oh, you're taking us behind the scenes of how this
Sporty R.
works.
McKenzie was booked.
That's what I would
so
do as a
he went
producer.
with
Play
Gerry
it
Callahan.
safe a little bit. You know? You think Will Cain can kill an hour by himself?
No, certainly not. No, he's awful. He's a terrible person and a terrible talk show host. Just terrible. Fucking terrible. Terrible.
He was ESPN, wasn't he?
Sporty R. McKenzie doesn't block him. He's out of the family.
Wow. Okay.
I'll block him right now, actually.
Thank you, Dave. Block him, please. Be proactive. That's a boy.
Yep.
What else?
Olivia Newton-John. Didn't see any reaction out of you. I saw it from Justin, but I didn't see any reaction out of you.
What would you like me to?
I just figured you have some
Thoughts?
Greece. What a beautiful,
She's a
great
beautiful
movie that
woman. She's a terrific. I
anymore.
thought she was a lovely woman.
She didn't
As-
kill her husband, right? I mean, obviously she didn't actually
Well,
kill her
I
husband,
think he
but
was
like what happened
missing
there?
for a while, right?
Yeah, what
I
happened
don't believe she killed him. No, I think it's very sad. She had very sad. She had breast cancer for many years, on and off. I know that. And as a kid, I had a little crush on her when she was in Greece for sure. I liked her better as like lovable than at the end, where like she had to like dress up to get Danny's affection.
Okay.
I liked her like as cute Sandy.
Just a
at the
regular
start of the
gal.
movie. Yeah,
More
yeah.
attainable.
29 in that movie was shot, by the way.
Say again? Oh, really?
She was 29. Yeah.
How old was Travolta?
22, 23. Maybe.
Oh, really?
This is what's weird about when celebrities die. This is my thought on it. It's weird when Olivia Newton-John dies, right? She had a family and a daughter. And my first reaction is like, oh, I feel bad for John Travolta. They acted in the movie together 40 years ago. Like the first person I thought of was John Travolta. Why?
He's such a weird dude too.
I would also
him?
ask, why do you feel bad for him?
Well, like, oh, he knew her. Like,
Yeah.
his wife has died. His kid has died. I'm like, he's had a tough run.
Yeah, but you don't know them. That's why. You don't know Travolta either, but you know who John Travolta is.
Right. I think of her. I think of Olivia Newton-John. I think of John Travolta.
Exactly.
So it's like Maybe he was really close to her for 40 years. I have no idea. So I put
Does
a
he
statement
strike you
out.
as the type of guy that's like texting her once a week just to check in?
He had a pretty quick post up after she died that leads me to believe that he knew she was sick.
Capitalize on it a little bit.
I don't think so. I mean,
Pretty irrelevant.
He doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
I don't think John Travolta is he known to be like the nicest guy in the world. I thought he was kind of a dick.
I don't think that's
I've heard
true.
the opposite. I've heard stories where he's like creepily nice.
I've heard other stories, but yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
no, yeah,
I
where
don't
he's
know.
very, very nice.
I don't
yeah.
know that. I don't know. I don't know. But he's lost his wife, Kelly Preston, and he lost one of his sons. So I feel I have some. He's a Scientologist, which weirds me out. But but the point is, when celebrities die, you don't think of because you don't know. Like your point, I don't know who she's married to, but I know John Travolta.
Exactly.
So yeah, she was good. I liked.
Our sympathies with John Travolta is what we're trying to say.
Yeah. Well, book John Travolta, would you please?
Good luck.
Okay, good. I like her song Magic. That's her best song. That's what I would say is her best song. But yeah, so there you go. Very sad. Very young, 72 or 73.
Yeah.
Too bad. Too bad.
So she never really had much. Just the music career took off, but not the acting career.
No, she didn't really do a lot of acting. Yeah. She was in Grease because it was a musical more. And she did some, but not much. She was in Xanadu, I think. And
Speaking of musicals, you see Tom Cruise is trying to do a musical?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think it'll be good.
He's working on 3 projects: a musical,
I saw
an
the
action feature
series, yeah.
and then what's the Tropic Thunder guy's name again? Les something.
That seems.
Oh my
less
God!
gross.
What? He's doing a movie about that?
He wants to, or
So
something.
I remember
It's in
that was talked about.
Nobody-
So after that movie came out, he was on as that character on like one of the MTV awards.
Yes, I remember that.
And that's when the first time I heard they're going to make a movie about that character, and I was like, that could go either way. But now,
no, it couldn't.
15 years later, that character was very funny.
Yeah, but it's not funny for 100 minutes.
I don't know how they would
You
do
think
it.
it's funny 13 years later for
Definitely, that's worrisome.
Don't
Yeah.
please don't do that. Quit while you're ahead.
That's
that
worrisome.
movie will never happen.
No, well, like I said, they've been talking about it for 14 years. so
The
probably
musical's
not.
not going to happen. He's going to do his action movies, and that's it. I think. I don't
That'd
know.
be kind of unique to see him in a musical.
He did. He did the movie Rock of Ages.
Oh, that's right. He was in
it
that.
completely
Yeah, I didn't
tanked.
watch that. Yeah.
Nobody wanted to see that.
No.
I do think Les Grossman might have been his best performance, though.
He was very good in it.
Yeah.
He's probably in the movie for like 6 minutes, though.
He's very funny, though, and you wouldn't expect
But
that.
that's a less is more character, I think. Like, it's funny.
Oh, I'm not advocating for the movie.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, I agree. He's very funny. He's very funny. In it, but I don't.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's also. I'm guessing Ben Stiller's not going to write it and not going to direct it. So
See,
you can have some fucking guy.
The
do it.
original talk is that that's what was going to happen.
Right. I don't think it's going to happen. Do you in 2022 think Ben Stiller, who's doing all this other TV stuff and interesting, is going to be like, you know what? I'm going to write and direct a 120-minute Les Grossman movie. It just
He
doesn't
did
seem.
Sarah Cooper's Netflix special, so I wouldn't put anything
That's
past
not a lot.
him.
That's easy work, though. Right?
Yeah,
And there's a lot of buzz around Tom Cruise right now, so maybe opportunity for him.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. That would be that'd be a mistake.
They had.
I agree.
Remember their
60 years old. Jesus. What's that?
Remember their movie awards bit together?
Very
Ben
funny.
Stiller? That was a great
The
one.
Tom Cruise one.
The stunt
double.
one.
Very funny.
That was very funny.
Again, that's 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was when the world was good back then. Those movie awards bits were great.
Those
Dawson's
those
Creek
were
had
the
one.
days.
That was a good one.
Yes, I remember they did the whole thing with the Brady Bunch cast, had a whole bunch of parodies. It's
Yep.
like, yep. And I remember famously they wound up not doing it. The famous story is they were very close to getting Nicholson and Beatty to do reenactment of "Do Where's My Car," like play the two guys that year. And I think Beatty's the one who wound up not wanting to do it.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing that first scene where they.
I'm
couldn't
surprised
find the car.
Nicholson would be in.
He was in. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll do it. It's kind of funny."
That's very funny.
But Beatty's like famously doesn't work, so I don't know. Who knows? What else?
Did you see Colin Cowherd like try to pretend that he doesn't know who Big Cat and PFT are yesterday?
I thought that Big Cat. I texted with Dan a little bit. I thought that was good, uncomfortable Aaron Rodgers moment yesterday. That was a funny line by my friend PFT. Did you see this or no?
I did not hear it. No.
Where they talked to Rodgers about the
Psychedelic stuff?
Oh, about the vaccine.
About the vaccine.
I think I saw
okay.
a clip of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and PFT says to him, "How many people did you get killed?" Aaron Rodgers is kind of the dick about it. I laughed. It made me laugh.
That's a very funny. Did he deliver it in like a Zach Galifianakis type of way, where he's
Sort of. Like, do you have the clip or not?
I'll pull it up. I'll find
Yeah,
it.
he just kind of throws it out there. That I could tell Dan, who's a nice guy by nature,
yeah.
was kind of like, how about just grandmothers? Like, you could tell he was trying to defrost this because.
But play into it a little
But
bit.
he said Rodgers.
Yeah.
He said Rodgers overall was pretty good. Like he was. I mean, you're not gonna go on that show unless you're gonna play along a little bit, right? I mean,
Well, yes and no. I mean, I wouldn't say they're definitely going to grill you on it.
no, but you know what But I'm saying it's like a goofy atmosphere.
He's kind of a whore, though. He is a little bit of a whore.
Dan? Well, that's quite an accusation.
He's a whore, but no, Aaron Rodgers is a little bit of a whore to trendy media. Like
he's
he was
smart.
like the first guy to go on Pat McAfee.
It's like A-Rod. Like you kind of know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he likes being that guy. He likes being on Jeopardy.
Yeah, like he gets it. That thing. Yeah.
People say, "Oh, well, immunization, vaccination."
I did. I said that a lot.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
But
how many people do you think you killed?
That's funny to me.
What's your count? How many grandmothers?
See,
Let's just do grandmothers.
I mean, I know you guys are fucking around. But I don't find that part funny. I really don't.
Okay.
Like,
Shit. We got John Cena.
No, yeah.
That's disappointing.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like, that's why I texted him. He's like, overall, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, I guess Rodgers thinks he can't joke around about that because that might go viral, maybe.
He didn't ask to delete it.
Oh, definitely. That's
true. That's true.
To be fair and to Aaron Rodgers in that moment, if he laughs, like, we'll give him shit for being a hardo in that moment, but we don't really care.
No.
Whereas if he laughs about that and makes a joke about how many
gives a number,
grandmothers he
he's
killed,
he's like, I probably killed like 4,000 people.
that's a lot. That's a lot bigger
headline.
story.
Yeah. And then the media, which of course mostly is against him, would then turn into the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that. But you go on there, like that's good for them for bringing it up. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was good, something that a lot of people at Barstool might not do even.
There is a 0% chance that Colin Cowherd does not know who those guys are or their podcast.
Of course.
0. He's acting like he
What did
never.
He's husky, like, or no? He's
big presence or something like that. Yeah.
He's like stand-up comedian. He's like a big presence or something. I don't really get why.
This podcaster, Big Cat, I don't know if he's a former stand-up or a current stand-up. He's done stand-up comedy. He's a big physical presence. He's a very funny guy.
Big physical
and
presence.
he interviews Aaron Rodgers.
Chris Farley type.
What a weird phrase.
That I gotta say though, that's I used to listen to Cowherd a little bit, like when he was on TV.
Really?
And yeah, like because he was just on, like when I was in college and shit.
Yeah.
And that is how he talks, where it's like, is he being an out of touch character, or I don't get? He's kind of trying to be Chris Russo. I think.
Yeah, but he like has his own podcast network. Like he knows everything about these two guys.
I will say this, like, if he doesn't, that's way worse. Like,
He's not doing his job.
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't make any sense. Like, how would you not? I'm not saying you got to listen, but like, you have no idea what he is.
Yeah.
And he might have still been at ESPN when that whole thing happened.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't. Like, you're on social media, like, you don't.
And later in it, he says, "Oh, that'll be the number one podcast in the world." Because I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. It's
That's true,
that's the number one podcast because it's been the number one sports podcast for 7 years. Basically.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for them. I don't know if I can, deal with Justin. Who's been great today, Mike.
What if would you accept an interesting trade like Billy Football for Justin?
I don't even know who that is. I mean, I know who that is, but I understand he's a big physical presence. He fought Jose
Right.
Canseco.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever met Billy Football. I don't know if he was in the Hamptons or not.
I don't know.
I like the other guy.
Suspended.
The other
Oh,
guy.
I'm sorry. not Billy Football because he's an
I like the guy-
anti-Rico guy.
I met the guy who does the play-by-play.
Oh, Jake?
I like him. I would trade him for Justin in 2
Jake
seconds.
Marsh.
Would Dan do that?
Here's the guys I'd trade Justin for. Ready? If you want the list.
You writing this down, Justin?
Yep.
Certainly Jersey Jerry.
Okay.
Okay.
In 2 seconds, I would trade Justin for Jersey Jerry.
Well, let me ask you this though: are you trying to think you want a producer in there? No.
Just somebody, I might not. I'm looking at you right now, Mike. Just so you know. Now I'm looking at my left. I see Justin. I'm getting sick. I want to be able to look over there and not get sick.
Okay.
So Jersey Jerry.
All right.
Rico.
Of course.
Pat.
Yep.
Alex Bennett.
Okay. Those are pretty good. You're in good company so far, Justin.
Big names.
Who else, Dave? Who else do we like over there? Dan Katz. I would trade Justin for Dan Katz if
Yeah. Oh, if you're going
Bar
big
Take
names.
wanted to do that.
How about now? This could be borderline. How about Nick, the kid that filmed at Wilbur?
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
Okay. You're in for that, right, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He might want to move back to Boston actually.
That's true. We could do that.
Yep.
Riggs.
Yep.
Sure.
The entire foreplay. Anybody in foreplay? Obviously Whitney.
Za.
Obviously Mikey Grinelli. Za. Biz, who I like, who we're friendly with. KFC, I'm friendly with. Feidelberg, I like.
Sure.
We're writing all these names down. Let's tweet it out and complete. Portnoy. Erica.
Well,
I'm giving you the list.
Justin's in elite company here. I think you want to
I'm
think.
sorry. I'm starting big though. I'm
You're
working
working your way down.
Peter Chernin, maybe.
I'm sure Pete is fine. Yeah, absolutely. I haven't the opportunity really to
What's
talk
the
to him.
CEO pen? What's his name again?
Jay Snowden.
Jay Snowden.
How about your guy, Blattman?
Oh yeah, the Blattman.
I would do that.
David Blattman.
Yep, I would do it for Blattman as well.
Yeah.
Hank?
Yes or no?
Oh yeah, Hank for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
for
no,
sure.
Hank
Wow.
and I get along well.
All right.
Yeah, Keith. I would absolutely trade him for Keith.
The consultant or
both?
Okay.
Yep. Who else am I forgetting?
Fran.
Fran, definitely.
Yep,
Fran.
Rhea,
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, Marty.
Day one.
Brandon Walker.
Definitely Brandon. Definitely Brandon.
Dana beers.
Yep.
Now that's a
Yep.
yes to Dana or
both.
Okay.
Yes to both.
Let's
Probably
think about
not.
that.
No, probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one. Put it this way: everybody at Barstool but him.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not forgetting. Am I missing anybody else?
Let's see.
Eddie. Chicago crew entire.
No,
I love
all the
it.
Chicago guys.
Yeah. Zonker. I said Hank already.
Yep.
No, Tank.
Oh,
Frank.
Frank. Definitely Frank.
Oh,
yeah.
the guy who wants to kill public education.
Big T.
Big T.
But definitely Big T.
Yeah.
For sure. So I'm saying everybody at Barstool except for Clemmer, I think.
Gaz.
Yeah, I like Gaz. We get along great.
We got to start thinking of some lower level guys here. Because these are outrageous trades, obviously.
Well, like Spider. I like Spider.
See, I'm not really sure who that is.
Isn't that the Dave's guy?
Yeah, Spider.
It's Dave's guy.
I like him.
Kareem.
I don't know who that is, but sure. He can't be worse.
Yep.
He can't sit there like a fucking baby. He doesn't cry, does he?
Guy
We
who
don't
won
know that.
Barstool
We
Idol.
don't know that.
Guy Geller? Yeah, definitely.
John Rich.
Definitely.
Guy Geller probably would have pitched himself better than Justin did.
Yeah, and he's
today,
dead.
which showed more life.
Yeah, he's not even
6 feet
alive.
Under.
Yeah, dead for 3 months. Put it this way, the guys who sat behind us at the Quantum Week show, I'd rather look at every day. Dave loves that. Oh, he's doing that right now. He's talking about that time. He's talking about it's clever. No, that didn't happen in Fargo. Fargo's a wood chip. Fuck. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm freezing to death. Shut up.
I asked so many people who those guys were because I wanted them for a video for the Wilbur so fucking bad.
God.
Did you give them a look, like a hey, pipe down kind of look?
No, I was so angry, but I didn't want to move. It was freezing in there too.
Oh, I've heard.
Horrible experience.
I think that's it. Am I forgetting anybody?
How about like now? Let's not forget Casey Smith.
Oh, for sure.
But she, what did she get mad at you for? The Adam Schefter thing?
Yes.
And the Reddit thing. I claim that she has Reddit burner. That's fine.
Now, if she's in here every day, imagine how much worse that gets.
Are you asking me, Mike? Would I rather turn to my left and look at Justin or Casey Smith?
I suppose that's what I'm asking you. Yes.
I gotta think about that.
Okay.
I gotta think about that. That's a good point. I gotta think about that.
I can picture the tweets already saying I never knew how blind Mike was until he asked.
I'm looking at the tweets that'll have Justin's sleeping face on head on Casey's body, as I suspect will be tweeted at me right now.
Casey,
I'll tell you what I'd definitely rather have, although he would be fucked to go right through the glass, his nipples guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
really?
sure.
Right. Oh, he'd be a big help to Dave, too. That'd be big.
Definitely. Oh, for sure. Instead of the pins across the country, he can just put his nipples and just put a little hole in each part of the country. I mean, you can't.
We got any feedback on how he feels about
we're
that
saving money on
nickname?
pins right there, Dave. It's 40. That, as opposed to Justin costing us money, he's saving us money.
Right.
You know?
Yes, pin money.
In fairness, he wears tight shirts.
Maybe we do a charity for nipples.
Okay.
A nipples
Nipple
charity.
replacement surgery?
Or yeah, just sort of a softening thing. I don't know.
You're just horny all the
Is that a thing? Is that a charity?
Or maybe we can have newborns who don't have mothers. Maybe he can breastfeed them. You must have gallons in there.
I don't know. As Marco Rubio said, I'm not sure that's ever happened in human history.
Well, speak for yourself. We're on YouTube. It definitely has happened
All right,
many
all right,
times.
I'm sorry.
Trying to think, is anybody else? Is there anybody else in the world?
Yeah, there's about 150 other people at Barstool.
Just in general, I'm saying.
Oh, in general?
Yeah.
Just in a nice moment there, he goes, in the world? Like, he had a realization.
Well, I'll
You
say
couldn't
this,
think of anyone.
if you ask me Justin versus Murchison, man, he'll make calls all day. He'll make calls all day.
Come on.
Add him to the list.
He'll make calls all day. He's got life. He's got spunk.
Now, Justin, you realize this is your life now.
Am I forgetting anyone?
There's a lot of people, I mean.
David Field built a business. I'm just saying.
Right.
I inherited it. 56 cents at the end of this day. That's not bad.
Chris Curtis.
Oh, definitely. Loyal. Once he's with me, he'll be loyal. He'll pretend like the other thing never happened.
That's true, I guess, yeah.
Are you crazy? Not even close.
That's fair.
I mean, he's not talented.
What was that?
I mean, he's not talented.
Who was that?
Jim Brown.
Is that Brody? Oh, hi, Jim.
Talking about
Mutt.
Mutt, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, Mutt for sure, Mutt. Definitely.
Well, we knew that one.
Yeah. I had a great talk with my buddy Rob Bradford yesterday. Definitely Rob.
Oh, nice.
Adam Minahan.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I had you.
Yeah. For sure.
All right.
Yeah, of course. I know issues with him.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, but think of my last name. Must
All
be a
right.
good guy.
Yeah, right.
I'd imagine. I don't know. Whatever.
Thought it was close, buddy.
It's always good if a dead person's around. They'll take their fillings and sell them.
Sure.
That's what people do.
Right.
I don't know. But no. No, but yeah, good luck. I hope it works out. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm a positive.
No,
guy.
you seem pro. Yeah, very.
I'm doing my best here, Mike. You know, what do you want me to do?
I understand.
I'm trying to sell rough and rowdy fights.
Sure. Buy rnr.com.
Yeah, but I just retweeted somebody for it.
She's gonna get her ass.
BlindMike.net, more importantly. Get your
Well, of course. Well, obviously start with BlindMike.net.
Yes.
Chris Sale broke his wrist riding his bike and had surgery. You'll miss the rest of the season. Jesus, I like him, but that's too bad. What's going on at Blind Mike right now? .net, I should say. Anything new from yesterday? Probably a lot.
Well, we have Quincy today, the very exciting live stream tomorrow, and then Why Are You Laughing on Thursday. The free episode will be Chevy Chase, which you can get now on Patreon.
Excellent.
And the original Kings of Comedy will be the Patreon episode.
It's a film I saw in the theater.
Is that right?
I saw that film in the theater. I didn't know those guys.
I'm just talking about the 4 individual guys rather than like the
it's
movie
not the film itself. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I didn't know they were in 2000. But Spike Lee directed. I was like, I'll go see it. I saw every movie back then. It was great.
Yeah, so that's what we talked about, like, because I wasn't sure, like, on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, it was Jeff Foxworthy introducing you to these 3 other guys, basically.
Right.
But I think they were all pretty much at the same level.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sense I got. I didn't know
I
it.
think Steve Harvey said, like, him, Bernie
Right.
Mac, and Cedric the Entertainer were all selling out 5,000-seat venues.
Oh, even then?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought the funniest guy in the movie was Steve Harvey.
He's the funniest person.
Right.
I think the funniest stand-up I found was Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac was very funny, yeah.
Yeah, and I
Very
liked
funny.
his show when I was a kid.
When I see Steve Harvey now, I'm like, that guy was was funny as a stand-up comedian. Now he's just kind of like, almost like Jay Leno.
He's just a caricature.
Yeah, although I like that Leno has loosened up a little bit. I watched his Bill Maher YouTube show. Did you watch that? He was on Bill. You know, Bill Maher does that show on.
Oh, like the
he had
post-
Tarantino on
the
he had-
podcast.
yeah, the podcast. Yeah, so I watch on YouTube. Is it available? I'm sure it's available as a podcast, right?
Yep.
He had Jay Leno on. Leno was great. Like Leno is starting to is getting older, loosen up, and tell more. Like he doesn't give as much of shit anymore.
Yeah.
I find him to be better now.
Well, I even thought off the Tonight Show, Leno was always like on. Was it Marin that I was listening to him on?
Yeah, stuff like that. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually very good, and I know you like Cohen, but I'm so with him on that. I don't know to revisit it, but he's kind of like the guy didn't get ratings. He got $40 million to walk away, and he like grew a beard and acted like he was sad. It was
I love Conan, but yeah, I'm mostly anti-NBC on that rather than anti-Leno.
But Conan took the what I call the Trudell route, which is like a sad face and like it's just like.
But there's something to I think Letterman.
O'Brien, Leno, Marin, and Bill Maher also all over. I hired them all before I had.
Well,
Justin
sure.
Fletcher. Well, I'm just giving you
those are
names.
big
I mean,
names.
Yeah, sure. Well,
But I think there's something to Letterman and Conan's point where it's like NBC.
Dana from Waltham as well. Would be okay. Go ahead.
NBC, that's gonna hurt.
Why? The guy's great.
NBC just jerked Jay around, and yet the second they needed me was still like ready to go. Whatever you need, I'm ready to kick these guys out
Sure,
of there.
but the amazing thing is still that Conan didn't have like in his contract that like
some sort of guarantee.
Yeah, it's insane that they
Yeah.
didn't have. It's wild.
But it's again to NBC. It's weird to guarantee a guy the Tonight Show 5 years in advance and not give him a little more room to grow, more than 7 months or whatever.
Oh, I agree with that. But also, on Conan should have been like, why am I 5 years? Like what? It was just the whole thing was weird. The whole thing it was botched by everybody. You're right. NBC, Leno, Conan, everybody botched it. But
30 Rock did a terrific parody of it.
that's true. They did.
Yes.
People are still talking about late night tonight just as much as they did back then. That's all anybody's talking about.
That's
is
right.
Late night wars.
That's
Who's going
right.
to take over when? Who's taking the job? The guy who sings in the car with people.
James Corden?
Yeah.
Have they announced that?
They have not.
Yeah.
I don't think. Because he's not leaving for.
What
like,
odds
8
would you
months.
give that it's a white man? Like 3,000 to 1 or no?
Well, you know what? To be fair, I would have asked the same question when like Colbert got hired. You know,
It's a way different world. That's pre George Floyd. That's pre
Yeah.
Me Too. That's pre.
but it was starting back then where people had complained and said, "What?" I remember
Tina
people were
Fey
like,
was the
"Why don't
big-
they give it to Chris Rock or Amy Schumer?" And it's like,
Right.
well, they probably would have turned
Like
it down.
Chris Rock wanted to do that. That time?
Yeah, I don't think
I remember
so.
they were like, give it to Tina Fey. I'm like, yeah, she's really not going to do that.
Yeah.
She'd be great.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they're basically weighing kind of the Bill Maher format, I think, with maybe even multiple.
It's
Like,
a good idea.
Bill
Be
Maher
different. Be
types.
different.
Craig
Do some-
Ferguson is one of the names.
Oh, Craig Ferguson.
bringing him
was
back?
great. He was a great late night host.
They're going to bring him back though.
That'd be weird.
That other guy, who was the guy who was in Old School too? He was great too. I loved his
Craig
show.
Kilborn?
Yeah,
Craig
I loved him.
Ferguson was the perfect late night guy to be on when I was in college because he was just a weird guy.
Yeah, he was quirky, but I mean, I don't think they're bringing him back. I'd be very
That'd
surprised.
be odd. Yeah.
And by the way, maybe a woman or who would be great.
Yeah,
at it.
would what's her name? Who's like they were like trying to lobby for her in the press. Chelsea.
Handler?
I don't think they're going to do
You don't
that.
think they'll take
Well,
that?
she's coming back or something.
Yeah,
isn't she?
I just think that'd be a mistake.
No,
Like,
she wants to come back, and she's getting her publicist to write on their behalf in all
I
these
think,
different trade
like,
matters.
I don't know. At some point, you have to give Middle America their spot and be like, well, people are paying. Like, they don't want to watch her.
Larry, the cable guy.
Yeah, well, look, it might make more sense.
Yeah.
They won't do that.
Bill Maher wouldn't be the worst, right? Has he ever been on a network?
He was on ABC, politically incorrect. He lost his job
before
that's
Kimmel,
right.
yeah.
because he
that's
said the 9/11 people had courage or something. And I think he got fired for that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, whatever. That was actually a good show. I like that show. I mean, Maher's nuts, but I like him.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, and he's a good stand-up. He wrote a very funny book about stand-up comedy years ago, a fiction book. I forget the name of it now, but very funny.
And I like that, like 10 years ago, he was considered like a insane liberal, and now they're like he's a toxic man.
And by the way, he hasn't moved his ideology really.
No,
much
he
at
hasn't
all.
changed at all.
But,
Yeah,
but
he's the same
center,
guy.
But that has just moved to the center. Just moved there now, so
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, he's insane." It's like, well,
Right.
the guy seems pretty liberal in most stuff.
Right.
But what else?
Did you see Cam Smith going to Live, by the way? See that?
Yeah, and I thought somebody else was joining him too. I saw
Percy?
it. Is that who it is?
Yeah. Yep. Somebody brought up a good point on the PGA radio there that it actually has ruined my golf watching.
You love that
consumption.
PGA radio.
Well, it's peaceful. It's like, I don't know what it is. Even the instruction type shit is entertaining.
It's like ASMR for you. Huh?
Do you think he cites PGA radio on Sirius more than anyone in media?
Oh, definitely. It's like lousy.
He's their best promotion.
They're lousy hosts and everything like that, but it's something about it. It's
Cam Smith and Mark Leishman are heading to Live Golf, according to Cam Percy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's ruined your It's going to ruin like the FedEx Cup for you if like Rory McIlroy and
'cause
Scheffler are tied for the lead with 9 holes to go on Sunday.
It's just
because Mark Leishman's not. But Cam Smith's going to play.
There's a good amount of there's a lot of players that aren't going to be playing in these tournaments anymore. I would watch at least a Sunday afternoon for an hour. Every Sunday.
You're not going to watch
I just haven't
You're not going
been.
to watch the
I don't
Masters
know why.
next year.
I feel like it's like just organically
That's
it's
just
happened.
You're not going to watch the Masters.
No, I'll watch the majors are just different, but like
You're not
traditional.
going to watch the final of the FedEx Cup.
I'm not. I don't really give a shit about like the FedEx Cup.
Neither do I. But I mean, they're all. So I mean,
yeah. But I just mean like.
Well, today's point, he might be if everyone was competing in it.
It's
you might
different.
hear something on Sunday where you're like, ah, shit, I'll tune in.
It is weird, like the fact they had a monopoly over the entire
but
obviously
there hasn't
sport.
been the top 10 players left yet. Now, if Cam Smith changes, if leaves, that's different. He's second in the world.
Talking about Dustin Johnson.
He was not top 10 in the world at the time.
Still, you want to watch Dustin Johnson on a Sunday on a
Sure, but the
PGA
fact that Dustin
tournament.
Johnson's gone doesn't mean anything to me. So, but like you're saying, DeChambeau, Johnson,
I just
Reed.
think there's enough players now where, like, in the back of your head, you're not thinking to yourself, like, oh, I got to check in with the
So,
PGA.
so if now we're to
tournament
go, let's say this Sunday, everyone's playing this week because it's the first round of the FedEx Cup.
Yep.
You put on your TV Sunday afternoon, you got nothing to do for an hour, and John Rahm and Victor Hovland and Rory McIlroy are all tied. For
It's
the
not in my
You're not
head.
going to watch the
It's-
last hour?
it's-
That's just
it's not in my head
Jordan,
like
so,
pre-live.
so Jordan Spieth and Rory McIlroy are in a playoff. You're not going to
I'm
watch
not trying to be an asshole. I'm just saying it's not in my head.
I think you're being an
pre-live.
asshole, Dave. It's
Yeah.
okay. Only Jordan Spieth's going
No,
to
there's
mind.
something. There's something that's happened.
Spieth just walks away. He's like, I'm not playing that.
I'm not trying to ruffle your feathers.
It's just there's something that
Dave's
happened.
mad at me. I mean, I guess it doesn't really affect it. Like it exists. I understand people have left. It has weakened the product, but it hasn't weakened enough. That I'm
But
not
you're
gonna
also
watch
like
it.
a real golf purist. Like you're a purist. I'm not.
really?
I enjoy watching the sport, and I think if I were into it like a lot more, it'd be a different story. But because I'm
And-
kind of riding the fence.
And you're saying, what if this happens? Spieth versus McIlroy.
Well, I mean, the best, but it's all the best. But all the best players are playing this week. Like it's now the final, so everyone's gonna be in the field.
Right. But Dave's just saying, if more people leave, there's going to be less. That's less likely to happen as often.
I would think about it every Sunday, and I don't right now because I know that not everybody is there. I know every tournament it changes.
I don't think you'll be thinking of if it's a good final round this Sunday and it's McIlroy and Spieth. I don't think you're gonna be like, oh, Liv is like fucking whoever is playing. Pat Perez left. I don't think you'll be thinking that. Maybe you will. I don't know. I mean, but at some point you're right. Like if Cam Smith leaves, if Hideki Matsuyama leaves, and then it's completely split, then to me, for sure, it looms over everything.
Yeah, I just think the consumption's changed a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see the ratings.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. I don't know. We'll see.
I think you're in the PGA's pocket. You don't see the future.
Well,
that is
look,
Liv.
we're willing to go to Live for
the right price.
But they for the tournament in Labor Day weekend, but they haven't got back to you.
Just wanted to have a conversation. That's all I wanted to do.
And they have not responded.
Nothing yet.
Jeez.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
Gametime's a ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to get last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concert, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. They've cracked the code on how to score deals on last-minute tickets. For instance, Major League Baseball, under $15 all in on Game Time. Yankees tickets, Red Sox, Mets, Braves, Cubs, whoever, All under $15. You name your team, Gametime has the hookup for deals. You can get to our ballpark. The best part, you get $20 off your first purchase. So that, essentially, your first game is free. Download the Gametime app. Go to the account tab to create a login and redeem the code Minahan, MINIHANE, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download Gametime. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. The exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports is Gametime. Once again, my code MINIHANE when you download the Gametime app for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download Gametime right now. What else, guys? What a show today. Jesus.
Who would have thought?
Started with such hope.
When you walked in, did you think you'd be giving Justin a...
Well, I mean, I figured at some point it was, given like he is an adult and given that he was working part-time, I figured at some point he would want a full-time job. But I thought it would be part of a conversation, not like a weird thing where he was like kind of pouting and Dave had to make the case for him.
Yeah. Well, I blame Dave a little bit for that. Not blame him.
Blame him?
What? I'm sorry. I used the wrong word. Okay. I'm saying Dave brought it up. Justin wouldn't have brought it up at all.
He said he was going to bring it up.
What good is that then?
I'm not saying it's good.
What? Justin?
I was probably going to bring it up tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Thursday.
Why? Why not today?
He didn't want me here for it.
Because you came in today with a big announcement.
Okay.
And Mike's in today.
That's right.
Why would you not want to do it if Mike's here?
Because it would give, I don't know who the guest would be on Thursday. So I thought,
but Mike's kind of your guy. I mean,
Mike is my guy.
So I don't really.
That is back.
I wasn't looking out for my best interests.
Oh, okay. You have a wrap-up show today?
Of course.
I mean, you're willing to do that? I don't want to put you in the position where you're uncomfortable.
Of course, I
don't care about the show, but do we have any update for Thursday's guest, Dave?
Names are just
boy.
They're not aplenty.
Oh,
they're not aplenty.
Better find somebody. We're back here Thursday. And 3 shows next week, then we're off for a week and a half. Thank God. Yeah. Jesus Christ. And then we're back for September with we call it the Crew of Two, Minahan and Cullinane.
I'm out now?
Well, no, you're here, but you're not.
Okay, all right.
Maybe Kevin O'Leary will do it.
That would be great if you just sent me off with he's your guy. You got to go.
Yeah, good luck. Maybe you could join Blind Mike. Go blindmike.net.
He's always welcome.
Yeah, you can produce for him, Justin.
Yeah. Mike, you want to do that?
I can't pay you anything.
Have they confirmed that actress, what's her name there?
Anne Heche?
Was she hammered drunk? That it looks
I don't
like
know,
it,
but
right?
it doesn't look great. I mean, yeah.
Because there's a video where she almost killed a pedestrian on the way.
The video, she's flying on that one road, too. Yeah. It's not good. And it sounds like she's really, really...
she's in a coma.
Yeah, she hasn't, I think, gotten out of it yet, right? At all? She's been not responsive, so... That's Ellen's old wife.
That's right.
Her girlfriend.
Oh, they were married.
Oh, I don't know that. Girlfriend.
Okay, because I said wife also, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they were a couple for sure, obviously, famously. I don't know. We're in a weird time in history that was like so massive that they were dating.
Yes.
That it hurt the publicity for the Harrison Ford movie that she was the co-star in. Like, it was like a big deal.
That's wild.
I know what I meant to ask you about.
And she had to, Ellen had to come out on her show.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
What?
So weird.
If it was a different sport, would we be mocking Nick Faldo's goodbye the other day? Oh my God, that was. But I loved it because I don't know.
No,
why.
I thought it was bizarre.
Okay.
Like he announces golf. Like he's an old man. It's like the Eckersley thing where everyone's like, I'm like, he's like 70 years old. He wants to retire.
I don't think you're taking into consideration though. Faldo was born a single child.
That is true. But no, he's not a single child anymore.
No, he has 3 brothers now.
But he also is leaving. He's not leaving to retire to go sit on a beach. He's in his release there. He said like, I have different business interests that I want to take part
I'm
in.
going to live.
Yeah, basically, he could be.
Yeah, it sounds like he's not. I don't know, but yeah, maybe.
He didn't. That would have been a time in his. Well, I guess you wouldn't do it in a retirement release.
I saw people tweeting like, I thought Eckersley had died. I was like, oh shit, because I like him. I've met him a few times. Super nice guy.
I always think it's weird. Did they do it? They did it with somebody else. I don't know if it was Remy, but like, why is Maria Stefanos, the local television reporter,
such a Cullinane thing to think
obviously getting the scoop? No, but like,
that's what you're upset about.
No,
I knew Cullinane would have a bizarre angle on this.
It's the dumbest thing in the world. Like, okay, I'm gonna retire. Let me make sure I tell the local news anchor first about it, so we can organize.
It's probably better if he tells. Honestly,
down.
seriously, it's better if he tells the Secretary of State or the commander of the army.
I'm saying, why isn't he doing like Nick Faldo? All he did is write a press
just
release
a
that he's
TV guy.
Yeah, but he tipped off a
Ronan
local
Farrow should have come.
Probably likes her. Yeah, I mean,
like, is he even like a local? Is he a local TV guy technically? Like,
he's on Nessun.
He was a national guy for a while too.
Yeah, but he's not.
on
But
TBS.
he's a Red Sox guy. He's become a Red Sox guy.
I feel like that's a strange move.
Why?
I don't know.
What do you want him to do, Dave? Go ahead.
You know what? I decided I'm going to retire today. Let me make sure that I text Maria Stefanos of WCVB. So she's
a
going
very
to
nice
sit
person.
down with me, and I'll time that with the news of Boston Globe's
Dino did
article.
that.
Dino did do that. That's right.
Yeah, she's the go-to for that. She's got that market cornered. Yeah,
That's who Justin texted too until Dave scooped her.
it's true. Jessica does his interview. I think that's where he said that was complicated. I think famously. Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, I think it is.
Good columnist. Should write more. Is that what he said?
Oh, about Gerry? Yeah. Jesus Christ, what a world. I haven't given it a lot of thought, Dave. I don't know.
Strange move.
So your point is they shouldn't mention it all, and he's just going Nesson and talk about it.
No, he's saying they should give it to
Doesn't it make more sense?
Pete Abraham or
No,
something.
just tweet it, and then if people request for you to talk about it,
So she broke the story.
She broke.
So Chad Finn didn't even break it. I don't even know.
No, I think Chad Finn broke the story in the press and the news, right?
Okay.
Like written form.
Oh, so she did a
But
story
he
with
had-
Dennis.
They had that interview ready. Like that was they ran promos saying.
Well, he's an old man. He probably thinks like local news matters. I don't know.
It's just weird. Yeah.
Well, where do you want him to go? That's what I don't
I
get.
just want him to tweet.
Well, I mean, if your
At
argument
7
is
a.m. in the
why,
morning.
if your argument is why doesn't he 7 a.m. is always in the morning. If your argument is Dennis Eckersley should already have a spot recorded with Nesson, I would say, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No,
But I don't. Well, it would make sense, but I also just don't care. He should just do it on his own, the way Nick Faldo did it.
Why do you care if he does it with Maria or he does it on his own?
No,
Why
he's
does
like,
that?
he's planning this exit strategy. Like you're not that important where you have to plan a local media exit strategy and
Why?
have a sit down
I think
interview,
that's
promos run.
If
on
you're
local-
flipping around and you see him talking Maria stuff, you would watch that. If you're an old person, for sure.
Yeah, but
No.
Tucker, I've got breaking news. Dennis Eckersley might be
I don't
retired.
get what.
So a publicist crafted this strategy, right?
Probably so.
So Nesson, so he tells Nesson he's putting in his notice for the end of the year, or whatever. They say, okay, let's start a press. Let's get the press going on this. Let's get Chad Finn and let's get Maria Stefanos.
Sure.
Okay. So it was
So
all
what?
orchestrated. It was all orchestrated. I just don't like that.
This is the worst conspiracy theory.
It's not a conspiracy theory. It is orchestrated. It's just
They're all
orchestrated.
orchestrated. That's how they do it.
Yeah, I just do it yourself and then let the rest figure itself out.
But does he even have like Twitter or anything? Does he use?
I think he's on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
You would just tweet, "I'm going away," and then all
Me?
of a sudden, yeah.
Why?
and
But
then-
I'm different.
And
I
then
don't-
like Chad Finn would say, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" You tell him to fuck off, and then you talk to the guy at the Herald or whatever, and there'd be a quote or whatever.
I wouldn't talk to anybody. Dennis Eckersley follows me, for the record, by the way.
Whoa!
He follows 630 people.
This is a big day of discovery for.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
For business inquiries, contact some blue sky person or something. I don't know what that is, but okay.
Oh.
He doesn't seem like he's very active on Twitter.
No.
Like on his own here.
That's why I'm saying I don't think he would think of Twitter.
He only follows 600 people or so.
It's pretty good.
Should I follow him back? I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I like Eckersley. The one or two times I met him, he was very nice. I'll give you a weird thing. I got chewed up on that mini golf course the other day. My left arm up here is all like weird bites.
Bug bites.
Really?
Yeah.
Skeeter bites.
Yeah.
Annoying. Fucking annoying.
You should get that bug thing, the suck it.
What's that?
You know the.
He's telling you to suck it.
I should get what?
It's called like the suck thing,
Yeah.
and it sucks bug bites.
You working on that map or what? What are you doing?
He's trying to give you a solution.
You know, should work on your pitch.
He's wearing many hats.
Why don't you maybe take that suck it instead of getting health insurance? Jesus Christ.
It's called the bug bite thing.
I don't care what it's called, okay? I hope you get a swarm of bees fucking destroy you.
You have your own
Very
orchestrated
painful.
press appearance to go to in a minute here.
Oh, fuck, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, shit.
God damn it. This day gets worse.
Eckersley-esque over
I
here.
forgot about that.
Shit. This guy's been reaching out to me for years.
I heard about this. Yeah.
What's his name?
It's a great question. Mike.
It's me.
Are we doing it here?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we doing it like just so I can just do it here?
Yeah, the way we
11
did Gerry. Yep.
All right. How long is this going
But
to be?
we can. He wanted me to load. Yeah, he wanted me to get in ASAP. Mike Cologne.
Okay. I don't know him. I'm not familiar with his work.
Related to Willie? By
I
any chance?
did. Could be. I remember during the case, I said I would do it, but I couldn't. But I'm sure I could have. But I was like, oh, I can't do it. You know.
So like 2 years ago, you said, August 9th.
Yeah. They reached out to Dave. I said, we're here today. He seems like a nice enough guy.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it going to be? Do we know?
I think it's going to be your like a full history of
Oh,
Minahan. I
God,
think.
people need to hear that again. Yep. That's great. Yeah, we did a 15. and then, all right, well, let's do it. Great.
Okay.
What a disaster. I mean, is this Minifan Across America thing going to happen, Dave? Yes or no?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I think it's lost a tremendous amount of momentum
That
today
is
because
not
of Justin.
true. That is not true.
I do. Well, all right. BlindMike.net has all the momentum.
Thank you.
Go there right now. Go sign up. Enough bullshit with that. Go sign up. We'll see Mike next week. Yes. Justin, wrap-up show tonight?
That's right.
All right, great. And then I'm going to go do this thing, and I guess that'll be up or something, Dave? I don't even know.
What's that, the podcast that he's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tweet it out. We'll be nice guys, right?
We'll see. Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you on Thursday with who, Dave?
Somebody.
All right. What's that, Mike? Go ahead.
Mike, say Mike.
I was going to ask if there were any guesses. Like, it was between 2 or 3 people.
Oh, no. We don't have anybody.
All right.
Someone will walk in. I don't even know who's going to be there, right?
You usually have most of the input on who that
I'm
person
putting you in
should be.
charge of that.
Of Thursday?
Yes.
Guest appearance.
exciting.
You won't shit on me for anybody I select.
Well, I probably will, but you're in charge of it.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of.
But you're going to play. You'll play along with anybody I select?
We'll see how it goes. What do you want me to do? Yes, I'll try my best.
All right. It's going to be all right.
All right. We'll talk to you then. Goodbye.